Welcome, everybody. Another iSpeed to Lead the Closer show. We're on here again with Ivan right here.
And
Pointed the right way.
Liam is here.
Sometimes you got to figure out which way it's going, like this way, that way. But we did it. We got it. We're live once again. Today, it's Saturday. I know we haven't been here the last 2 days for you guys. Apologize, but we have the holidays going on. You know, people weren't answering their phones, and yesterday I was preoccupied. But you know what? Regardless of all that, we're back. We're here right now. We're ready to get some. We're ready to get some closings. We've already got comments. Leo must be just waiting on our website. I mean, like he just must be waiting right there on the YouTube, ready to go. Because I swear he's here the fastest before everybody else every single day. Leo, have you checked out the new Autobuy program on ispeeddelete.com? Because if not, I'm going to be walking you guys through exactly how to do it. Once we get a couple more people in here, right at the very beginning, I'll show you guys the new Autobuy because it's pretty sweet. We've already got a ton of people who are using it, and it's going to be, I mean, it's a game changer. It is a game changer. Leo has already checked out Autobuy. Look at that. That's great. How was your Thanksgiving, man? I hope it was really great. It was really, really great. And now, Mr. Leo, I know that you're on Facebook. I mean, I know that you're on YouTube right now. But if you could go to the Facebook and you could share that one from Gene's account, that right there would help us tremendously because then we get a ton more people in here. We can show Autobuy to so many more people, and it'll be great. It will be great because right now we've got pretty much everybody on the YouTube. That's good. That's kind of what we want. We want to consolidate everybody on the YouTube. It's just difficult to get people on here off of Facebook. So the more people get on here, the better. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it. Everybody else who's in here and just stalking us and not chatting, what's up? How is your guys' holidays? Did you guys have, I know I ate way too much, had a bunch of, made this big turkey roast sort of thing, ton of mashed potatoes. I had Thanksgiving 2 days in a row because the real Thanksgiving day, I was with my family. And then yesterday, I was with my girlfriend's family. They were doing it a day late just because of scheduling issues. And it worked out well for me. I got to have 2 Thanksgiving meals 2 days in a row. Can't complain about that.
Who worked on the holidays? Write on the comments because we had the team building in Cherkasy. We meet all our teammates and launch this Autobuy function on holidays. It's the best time to work, I think.
I was getting to see all the really fun photos that they were taking because they're all together in Kiev right now, and it looks like they're having just a wonderful time. I was certainly jealous over here. But yeah, the Autobuy function was cool. Look, we're starting to get people up here. We're at 8 viewers now. We got 2 of you guys chatting. We got Josh, who finally bought a lead. Let's go. That means the show's working. We're getting you guys involved. We're getting you guys to want to buy our leads because you guys know how good they are. You guys know how good they are. What market did you buy it in, Josh? And then to the 6 other people who are here watching and not chatting, just let you guys don't have to talk a bunch. Just know that we love you even if you don't decide to chat. But if you guys feel a little bit obliged, just let us know how your holidays was. How were your holidays? Yeah, my English wasn't perfect there. But yeah, once we get just a couple more of you guys in here, well, you guys get to see the debut of our new Autobuy. Autobuy is about the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I've got to see Monster Energy.
With Autobuy, you will not miss any leads in your region.
Nope.
Because you will buy it immediately and for the base price on exclusive, you will own it a lifetime for the fee. So I think it's
I think Ivan said it perfectly. You'll never miss a lead. You'll have dibs over everybody else. You won't even have to be there in person to try and get it done. We got 12 people here. Everybody's on YouTube. That's great. We wanted to consolidate everybody on YouTube. So everybody. Ooh, Cyril says they're excited about Autobuy. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. All right. You know what? I can't wait any longer. I'm way too excited. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen here and show you guys how cool Autobuy is. Rashad, you're not even going to lie. Bought a lead, couldn't even contact the seller. So Rashad, do you know if the phone number was verified? Because if the phone number was verified, that means that they, went through some sort of SMS authentication. You should be able, just keep calling them. Just keep calling them. Otherwise, yeah. I don't know exactly what the policy. Ivan, what's the policy if it says that the phone number is verified, but it never works? If the phone number is disabled?
It can be found, but I think that our customers have to call them a few times, and if phone number is verified, you can call them.
There you go.
If number is not verified and it was wrong number, it's 100% refund.
Yeah, but Rashad, if you send the lead over.
But before, it would be great to skip trade this lead or do something, because this is motivated seller lead. He wrote in Google how to sell house for cash or how to sell house fast, and he fill all form questions.
How do you get notified you have a lead you got through Autobuy? So we have two different notification systems, SMS and email. As long as you're opted into both, you get everything on both. So if you're opted into notifications and you don't have Autobuy, then you'll know that a new lead has been in your area, or that's been in your search area. You get notified when we go live. You'll get notified about all that stuff, including when you get a new Autobuy pickup lead, because obviously you guys want to get in contact with them as soon as possible. Like, that's the best thing you can do. Your chances of getting in contact with them and getting a contract signed goes up 90% if you contact them within the first 2 minutes. First 2 minutes. It's a huge number.
Also, all leads was bought by the Autobuy function will be in My Leads section on iSpeed2Lead account.
Right here. But this here is how Autobuy works. So first, when you're on the lovely iSpeed2Lead website, you can go here, you can buy them one by one. This is outdated and old now. Now you go to Autobuy, you click this, and when you click this, oh, I clicked it too many times. Hang on. I'm just gonna reload. Oh no, I'm signed into the, hang on, I gotta sign into my other account. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm on the wrong account. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. All right, attempt number 2. So you go to Autobuy, right? And it says, welcome to Autobuy. Never miss another lead in your market. With iSpeed2Lead Autobuy, you can set specific counties, levels of motivation, and a monthly budget, and we will Autobuy leads for you as soon as they come in. The leads that we Autobuy will be exclusive to you without the exclusive surcharge, so you're saving money. You're paying the same rate as you would for 1 hour of exclusivity, but getting the leads exclusive. That's pretty huge. So you can recharge your budget if you run out, and you basically get the ability to grab leads before they are available to everyone else and do it within seconds of the seller submitting the online form to sell. If a lead comes through in your Autobuy area, it will immediately go to your inbox. It won't even hit our site. Nobody else will be able to contact them. Nobody else will be able to buy that lead. You can contact them right away, get the deal locked up, and get it closed. It's a win-win-win-win-win. Refund guarantees work the same. If the lead is listed or under contract already, it's your money back. We stand by that. So we hit start now, because why wouldn't you? And so now we have remaining balance 0 because we haven't loaded anything up. And this is a really important note. whatever balance you put in is not immediately charged. It's just a number that you put in that this is the most amount I want to be able to spend a month. If you put that number in, that amount is not charged. So if I say I want to put in $5,000, right, and that'll give me, anywhere from like 10 of the very, very, very best leads to, maybe 30 of cheaper leads, right? So say I just put in the $5,000, my account is not going to be charged $5,000. It's only going to be, it'll only be charged as the leads come in pretty much. It's just going to be, this is the maximum you want to spend. So
I want to add some information about remaining balance. You can set up the balance you want to spend on the leads, and in Autobuy settings, you can select, do you want to spend this budget during all months or spend this budget as soon as possible. So in this case, you'll buy leads. You'll buy every lead will come in your region.
Yeah, exactly. So here you can go and you can put in your monthly budget. Say I want to spend $1 million a month. Okay. You can even go up and down by the dollar. Okay. And so now here's the cool thing, right? So obviously I'd have to have my card in here to save stuff. This is just my my secondary account, so I can fill this out for you guys. So then we'll go to Geo Settings, right? And you can do all states if you want to buy every single lead that comes in. However, your budget would get depleted really quick. But let's say I want to do it in California. And you can search counties in California. I don't know many counties in California. Oh, here we go. You can just send it over, and then you can deselect them all. Okay, I want to buy them in do Kings County. I want to do Monterey. Let's do Orange County. And then let's do San Diego. Okay, so we got those 4 counties, okay? And so these are where I want to buy my leads. Then we can go down, and here's the deployment type, because here's the thing. We know that some of you guys want your leads to last throughout the month. You guys don't want to be front-loaded, because say we get a ton of leads all at once in an area, and you're on the auto buy for that, then all of a sudden you are going to be overloaded with leads. You're not going to be able to schedule follow-up, and it gets difficult. Now, if you have a big team or if you feel really confident in yourself, do that. So you can either get them all as fast as possible, as fast as they come in, right? And so then this might be a situation where you have to add to your balance later if all the great leads you got came in quickly, or you can spread it out over a month, and that way it's metered and that you get them slowly trickled in throughout the month, and it's a bit more manageable, right? And so now here's the level of motivation, right? This is super important, right? We've given them 5 identification scores, right? And then for those, they're going to be different levels of motivation. So the first one is listed on MLS Leads. These are people who have signed up on our website and they say, hey, my lead is my home is already listed on the market. Plain and simple, right? If you guys are doing a wholesale operation, it's going to be tough to make a deal because you guys can already find those deals really easily, and B, right, they already are under contract with somebody who's going to be, wary about wholesalers, and you can make deals happen with on-market properties, but it takes a much higher skill, a much higher level of connections. You're going to definitely need more earnest money, you're going to need a buyer lined up pretty much right away. So it's a bit more of an advanced thing, but if you feel qualified, the leads are cheaper, right? Because as we go up in these tiers, the leads get cheaper and more expensive, right? And so in this here is somebody who's under contract with a wholesaler. And of course, you can go and select however many you want. But the ones that are under contract with a wholesaler are somebody saying, hey, I'm a wholesaler. And then, of course, it gets tough to daisy chain these deals unless you're reaching them and saying, hey, I already have a buyer. And then you guys sign a JV agreement for a dispo. That could certainly work. But it's not like you're going to be trying to daisy chain as coming in as another person who's going to be on the contract and on the contract and on the contract, through and through and through. This is just somebody who's a wholesaler and probably is at their wit's end on how to dispo this deal. But what I found these leads are really good for is that if a wholesaler is reaching out to cash offer websites, it means they're having trouble dispoing it, which means they probably locked the contract up too high. So these are really excellent follow-up leads. The problem is, though, is that you only get the home information from the wholesaler. So you'll get the address and all that sort of stuff. And so then you can come back, skip trace that property, get the owner's information, and then reach out to them. And then you can try and see, hey, what's going on with this person, and try and undercut them, which, I mean, Not saying you should or shouldn't do, but it's always a possibility. And for that, you're getting these at 250 to 300% cheaper, saving you a bunch of money. So in these here, normal motivation leads, and this I'll just read off because they have really good descriptions. These leads have a nominal rank on the motivation scoring system that we use. Most have properties in good condition or haven't owned the property for very long and still have a mortgage balance. These leads are also cheaper than below options. These are really great for sub 2 and owner finance, but wholesale deals can still happen, and I've locked some up there, right? You never know when the seller is bluffing by painting a much better picture of the property than it really is. This is something that it happens constantly. People will come on and they'll say their property's in pristine condition. And then when you dig on them, it's like, well, yeah, the roof is 14 years old and we do have window AC and those are old units. And yeah, our carpeting was some, burn marks when I dropped my vape on it and all that sort of stuff. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I thought your house was in pristine condition. People are
but
lying, right?
all these motivation levels relying on the answers of our leads, our sellers.
Exactly.
And we have to understand that some people very like their property and they will say, okay, roof is normal, but roof can be terrible. Uh,
Buyers are liars and sellers are worse. That's what I think Jamil Damji, Pace Morby, that whole gang, they all say that. And it's true. Sellers are going to lie about their property because they want more money for it and they think that, lying about it now will help them get more money or something. I don't know. Then we've got high motivation leads. These leads rank higher on the motivation scale. A lot of tenant occupied vacant properties and a few things that need to be repaired in less than excellent property condition. Deals happen here all the time. Any leads we see like these, those are just immediately like, yep, these are great. We want to close these. And then we get to the extremely high motivated leads. These leads always have multiple motivation signals and very high profit potential, right? These are poor condition, vacant, high equity, a lot of repairs, and those are almost all of those will be present in a bunch of these, right? These leads have multiple motivation signals that we actually have a cap on the pricing of these leads to keep the cost reasonable for our members. Yeah, it's because of the algorithm that we use. If we were ranking each of these individually, some of these leads are looking so high value based on their market, how big the county is that they're in. Like everything's wrong with the property. They need it sell for emergency reasons. They just inherited it. They're having financial problems. They need to replace the flooring, the ceiling. Everything's in horrible condition. Everything's going wrong. Then eventually that lead would just get too expensive for all those boxes being checked. So we give you guys a cap so you guys can actually still buy them. Still makes sense for you guys.
yeah, I want to add some information about Autobuy. It's very cool. Very cool stuff. But you have always checked the list of leads that's not included in your Autobuy settings and Autobuy demographics. So you can set up here settings you want by 100%, but you also can view the lead list and buy other leads or leads with another motivation or in other region.
Sorry, just banged my microphone with my phone. But yeah, that right there is how it works. And when you go down, you save the settings, and then you just wait for the leads to start rolling in. And let me tell you guys, over Thanksgiving, the leads absolutely have been rolling in, which we're going to get to calling right now. As of right now, we don't have any guests to come on. If you guys know somebody who wants to come on, if you yourself want to come on, you guys feel qualified. You've done a lot of cold calling. You guys know how to close deals. I'd be more than happy to give you guys a lead or two. Otherwise, your boy here, we'll just start giving them some calls. See if we can't get a couple closings today. And yeah, we're gonna make some money. Right
We
now,
have a bunch of leads that were get on holidays. So let's do this.
yeah, all you guys paused from buying them for no reason. And so we've got a ton of leads. Okay, let me just Yo, Dan, just wanted to let you know I ended up locking up 2 separate homes out of 1 lead I bought from you all. Hang on.
Wow, amazing.
I'm screenshotting that right now, Daniel. Daniel, we're putting together a testimonials page. Do you mind if I use that as one of them? Oh, hang on. I don't have Ivan on the screen. What am I doing? Sorry about that, Ivan. Hang on. I'm just saving that you sent. Because there's nothing that we like to hear more. And when we're able to provide something just like that.
Thank you, Daniel. It's cool.
Dude, brother, that's why I wanted to tell you just happened. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Dan, and if you want to come on and do some calls today, boom, we got you. All right. Otherwise, why am I opening up Spotify? I'm opening up my phone right here. There we go. All right. Getting ready to dial. I've got our leads list pulled up, curated by the one and only Ivan. We're getting ready to rock. All right. Man, dude, we just got to start calling. I'm just going to go from the top of the list here. We don't have our comper on Alice. And you know what? We're just going to have to deal with that. I don't want to waste any time comping today. I just want to get calling. I want to show you guys how I close deals, how to talk to sellers, how to get people motivated, excited, ready to rock. And then from there, we can worry about making deals in the back end. Otherwise, I'm really just going to pull them into Zillow and say, hey, I'll call you back later. All right.
So let's select motivated leads from our list and call them. Just name the city and the state, and let's roll.
Sweet. All right. This year we've got Rodney from Medicine Lodge, Kansas. Oh, he denied my call. I don't take any of that.
620.
I think he blocked it.
1
Let me try calling one more time. Oh, he's letting it ring now. Has he blocked my number is the question.
Is not available.
So I'm going to send Rodney a text here. And so I'm trying a new style of text where it's called a label, right? And it's an improper label because we know that this guy probably still wants to sell his house. So I'm going to come in and be a little bit aggressive and just say, sorry, I was reading a chat from Ivan. And so what my text is going to say is, Rodney, do you not want to sell your house on Guffey anymore? And so what I'm doing is I'm pretty much telling him that his intentions, or what I assume his intentions are. And he's going to be, no. Make it work like that. Ivan said thank you in the back end. And I'm telling you, Ivan, you are welcome. Dude, and Dan also got one of your buyers from being live on our show. Dude, that's like... We're making connections from top down. We're getting the leads. We're getting them closed. Answer. Cool. We're just going to move on to Dawn here. And how? Oklahoma. Next. All right. Gonna plug this in here. I just Zillow. For some reason it's not coming up. I'm just gonna call. Oh, that is a small town. Okay, so their address isn't coming up. I'm wondering if they put in the wrong address. No matter, I will call them anyways. And they didn't even verify their phone number.
Yeah, what's the city and state now? You're calling?
This is going to be in Howe, Oklahoma. Howe, Oklahoma.
Cool.
This is wireless. The number you
Yep, that one. Both the address and the phone are bad. Didn't even pull up. Didn't even pull it up. Ooh, so we got two separate addresses on this. Where is this? Because I didn't give any. In Reidsville, North Carolina. Hang on, this will be tough to pull up, so go. All right, Reidsville isn't terribly small. It's not huge, that's for sure, but
And yeah, let's name the property condition and some stuff of the property.
cool. I'll read it off as I dial. That's a good idea. Property condition, it is vacant. They want to sell in 1 month. They're relocating and tired of being a landlord. They want us to call in the morning. Well, tough. Tough. There's no mortgage because they're downsizing. Do they live there? They're tenants there.
Wow, no mortgage. Cool.
No mortgage.
Hello. Please leave a
They didn't pick up on the first one. Oh. I think they're trying to call me back. Because I just got user busy. I'll try calling them now.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Jan.
Who's this?
Jan, this is Liam. You filled out my website. You said you wanted a cash offer on your property, right?
Well,
No?
I'm thinking about selling everything.
You said you're thinking about selling.
Right.
Well, that's a good spot to be in. Well, what's got you thinking about it?
I don't know, but I can't talk to you right now because I'm in the middle of dinner. So you're going to have to try back.
Gonna have to try back. When's a better time for you?
Is this your number that's coming through?
Mm-hmm. You don't have 5 minutes right now?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yep, this is my number. When's a good time to call you back?
I don't know. I don't feel like discussing it. I'm very tired.
Oh, you're very
So
tired.
maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Huh. You don't want to get it sold?
Yeah, I'm in the process of having work done. I'm not ready to sell.
Well, what if we got all the work done for you? That's what we do. We buy properties as is.
Just not into talking about it right now, Leon. You know, try me in the morning. Mornings are really good.
Morning's really good for you?
I've been down there working all day.
No, I hear you. It's a lot of work, especially a house. It's a full-time job.
Okay?
Sounds good. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Thank you.
You have a safe evening. So right there, I really tried to push that one. I tried to get them to keep going, saying, no, you don't want to sell, because that's what it sounds like when people are saying, oh, I don't want to talk right now, you know, that sort of stuff. I'm setting a note now. saying, hey, I don't want to call right now. I want to talk later. It usually means they're not really interested. And so I'm just going to push on that. And what I'm doing is I'm reading between the lines and I'm going to try and figure it out from there. I'm eating dinner right now, but I just don't want to talk about it right now. I'm really tired. She's got something stressing her out. I suppose my tonality could have been.
It's not wonder because it was Thanksgiving. It's very hard.
What was that last part?
I mean that people can be tired after holidays,
Exactly. They're fat. They've just eaten a bunch of turkey. Yeah, no, they're going to be really tired and they're working on their home. Well, the next house we've got in, it's in Petersburg, Virginia. I'm just going to plug this in here.
If you have some photos of this property on PropStream, you can show also on the live stream.
I'm just plugging it into Zillow. I'm not going to spend any time comping on here. It'll take too long.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, we've got Linda. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath home. It's in excellent condition, but it does need kitchen appliances. It's owner occupied and they want to sell in 4 to 5 months. They're relocating, moving close to the family, and they're retiring. They own the property and they've had it for 30 to 50 years. They've had this a long time. They're up to date with their mortgage. It's not listed and they're going to downsize. Cool. We'll just call, see what they're doing. Well, that doesn't sound like a Linda. I don't know, though. Jonathan, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you had a really, really lovely Thanksgiving. Tell me about your last 2 days, What have you been up to? You been getting any deals signed? Hey, my contact here says this is for Linda. She filled out a form saying that she wanted to sell her house. Is this the right number? I'm with cash offer option. Cash offer option, like we option, not auction. Hung up on me. Absolutely not. I will keep calling back till this guy picks up. I don't get hung up on. I will blow up this person's phone. It sounds like a home phone. I will get in contact with you. I will throw you into my dialer. You are Linda on 21307 Wall Street. You filled out my form. You said you wanted to sell your house. I want to give you an offer. Calling her back. I feel like this is the type of person to call the cops on us. Oh, well. This is my personal cell, so I'll leave him be. All right. We will call them back later. Call from diff number. Don't mention cash offer option. Oh, well. All right, the next one we've got Brenda. All right, Brenda is in Lauderhill, Florida. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath. Ooh. We need AC, paint, appliances, cabinets, and apparently no immediate repairs. Yeah, right. They want to sell in 2 to 3 months because of financial reasons. They've owned it 10 to 14 years. Nice. John says, working another deal in Kentucky from Gene's nationwide campaign almost a year ago. The fortune is in the follow-up, baby. This thing's remote, but the buyers dropped price significantly since he didn't sell on the MLS. Sometimes you just got to give him time, knock some sense into him. That's all it goes. May right up to next week, doing a JVI 1 in North Carolina soon and closing 2. Your life's going well, John. You go by John, right? I think I've already had this discussion with you. All right, Brenda. All right, Brenda. Let's make this work. Ivan, thank you.
Please leave your message for...
All right, Brenda. I like the background. Thank you. This one right here. Or my background. This right here. And Ronnie, how are you doing? I don't know if we've spoken before, but I hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, Liam, your background is great.
I don't like your drinks during the show. I gotta stay energized, man. Can you guys hear it? Is it too loud? Coming out. It's a culture, man.
Please leave your message
White
for...
people culture.
And our best sponsor of High Speed to Lead Lives is energy drinks.
Yes, dude, that's our next product right there. With every single Autobuy, you get 1 free energy drink delivered to you. The energy drink of salesmen across America. Dude, that's a perfect purchase. I think this is my first time or my 3rd time calling Brenda, so. Yep.
Please leave your message for...
Oh,
Sorry, mailbox is full.
of course. Apparently, Brenda filled out the site before, too. All right. Now we've got Taisha. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, man, and they are in Indianapolis. And why are they selling? They've got a 2-bed, 1-bath in fair condition, but the roof needs replacement. And then she's lying about all the rest. I guarantee it. They want to sell in a month because they're relocating. Okay. Rent instead of owning. Cool.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
Cool. Did I type that right? Oh, I did not. Hey. Can you guys hear my phone all right? Oh, I got my phone call denied. We can't go about getting our phone call denied. That's not what we're about here. Hello?
Hello?
Is this Taisha?
Josh is calling?
Yeah, this is Liam. You filled out my website. You said you wanted to get an offer on your property. Well, perfect. Sounds like I got the right number. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you. Hey, go outside, please. I'm trying to be on the phone.
It sounds like you've got a handful right now. Now's a bad time?
No, go ahead. Yes, I did fill out a form.
Uh-huh.
I have a property in Indianapolis,
Uh-huh.
and the tenant is moving out. She bought a home,
Oh, okay.
and so I don't live in Indianapolis anymore, and I'm just trying to sell it as is. I'm not trying to put any more money into that property.
Okay, so just catching me up to speed then. You were renting it out for a while. The renter just bought a new house. You're not looking to be a landlord anymore. You don't want to put any money into the property, so you're looking to sell.
Correct.
Well, perfect. That sounds like a really good deal. That sounds exactly like a deal that we buy every day. So I think we're starting off on a really good foot. When was the last time that you were there?
August 20th. August 20th.
Okay, so you weren't there too long ago. What kind of condition is it in?
It's in good condition.
Mhm.
She doesn't have any issues as of now, but over time we've had issues.
What?
And I just don't want to deal with it anymore. We had to get I got the gutters around the roof replaced.
Okay.
I'm sure it needs a new roof. Just 100% transparency. I'm sure it's going to need a new roof here soon.
I appreciate you being honest.
And because of the roof, we had animals get in, things like that. But we cut down a lot of the trees and the shrubbery. We had to get one of the water lines cleaned out. We had to do like a clean out of it because one of the roots of the trees was growing into it, but we alleviated that problem. It was causing everything to back up.
Is it that really big tree out front?
No. It was another tree.
Okay.
I've just been putting money into it, and it's just not sustainable. I don't have anybody to take care of it for me.
Sure.
I was going to Airbnb it out. Since it's right by the track.
It's right by the track.
Right by that track. Yeah, it's literally walking distance to the Indy 500 track. The Motor Speedway.
Oh my gosh, yep.
So I was going to Airbnb it out, but I don't have anybody to take care of it anymore. So I just really need to get it off my hands. I was intending to call. I cannot tell you how much I owe on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was intending to talk to U.S. Bank about that on Monday and see, where I'm at on how much I owe.
Gotcha. How long did you rent it out for?
She's been there for a few years, since 2017.
Oh wow, so she's been there for 4 years, and then you lived in it before then, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and I was the primary tenant, and she is my aunt. So it's not like I'm making money off of her. She's just maintaining the property.
Oh, how much were you renting it out for?
900.
900. What do you think the rents could be?
What I think the rent could be?
Yeah.
Well over 1,200.
You're giving her a pretty good discount.
Like I said, can you please? I'm on the phone and I can't hear her. Thank you. So probably more than that, because you have to remember Marion University is right there.
Okay.
Marion University, it's only 2 bedrooms, but the basement is partially finished. I've had people stay with me while, they fell on hard times or whatever, and they stayed in the basement. There's only one bathroom, so that's another issue. But if you were to buy it and do some renovations on it, I would suggest putting a bathroom at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
at the basement, because that's where the washer, dryer, water heater, everything is down there. So plumbing will definitely work down there. It's just that I've never had the funds to do that.
Sure. What kind of renovations else would you do if you had the, unlimited
I
funds?
would just do the kitchen in the basement.
Kitchen in the basement.
I've already renovated the bathroom.
Okay, so the bathroom's good. And then the kitchen,
The bathroom is very up to date and modern.
So as far as the kitchen goes, then what would I do in there? I mean, would I be ripping out the cabinets, the countertops, all of that, doing a full gut?
I keep the cabinet. I would just do new countertops. It's very dated.
Sure.
The kitchen is very dated.
Sure.
Yeah. And maybe knock down that wall between the kitchen and the living room.
Mm-hmm.
I have tons of ideas of what to do to it. I just don't have the money for it. But once you renovate it, you have students that need to live somewhere that go to Marion University.
Yep, and that's right over there.
Doctors that need to live close to downtown, IU Medical. It's so close to downtown. You hop right on 65 and go directly downtown.
Sure.
Which is why I moved there, because I used to work downtown.
Wow. Okay.
You have an international market there. You have an Aldi. And then you go further up the road, you have Marsh. No, there's not Marsh there anymore. They closed that down.
Am I pronouncing your name right when I say Taisha?
Yes.
Okay. So, Taisha, do you have any recent photos of the property?
No, but if you need those, I can have her take some.
Can have her take some?
Like I
Okay.
said, it's my aunt. Like
So you got a good relationship, of course. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like I'd be bothering her.
Okay.
She wants to help me get it off my hands just as much because she's moving. So
Sure. Yeah. So she'll just help you do it. That makes sense. So Taisha, when we buy the house, how would we get access to it as far as inspections and stuff like that? Would that also be with your aunt?
That would be with her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this quite a lot. I mean, now the question comes to is how much do you want for it?
It depends on how much I owe.
Depends on how much you owe. And then you're finding that out tomorrow, you said?
Well, Monday.
Monday, that's right. It's you're right.
To my, it's with U.S. Bank, so
Uh-huh.
I'll call them and talk to them. It really depends on how much I owe. I know it's worth a lot more.
Then what you owe?
Yeah.
Sure.
Not a lot more than what I owe. Yeah.
Then when you purchased it?
Correct.
How much did you buy it for?
I bought it for 90 something, I want to believe. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was 98.
I think around 98. Okay.
Yeah. And I think I owe somewhere between like 80. But I also refinanced it back when the market crashed.
Oh, so you made out pretty well on that.
Yeah, I refinanced it because it wasn't a refinance. It was like I was gonna do a short sale.
Okay.
But I was like, anywhere I go, I'm gonna have to pay rent, right? So why not try to save this house?
Sure. Do everything you can. I think you made the smart decision in the long run.
Right. So I got a lower rate. I had a really low credit score. When I got the house, it was an FHA loan, and then when they redid it, I got a lower rate and things like that. So instead of just letting it go, I did all of those things. So I don't want to say I started over, but it almost feels like I kind of started over.
Sure. So where do you live now? How far from you? Or how far are you from it?
I live in Atlanta.
Oh, so you're a ways away.
Yeah.
What do you do in Atlanta?
I work for state health benefit, like state insurance.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that what you did in Indianapolis as well?
I worked for the state of Indiana. I was a social worker. So.
Oh man, that's such a hard job. I've got a couple of friends who are in social work and I could never.
Yeah, it's You get the burnouts real quick.
I'm sure. I can only imagine. Yeah, the stories they tell me, it's like, wow.
But I saw that it said Minneapolis on the phone. I don't know. I answered from my watch. Did it say Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis. Yep.
Okay.
I live in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So for this, depending on how much you owe, then I guess just so I can get an estimate, I would have to run all this through our finance department, of course, before I figure out what our offer would be. But how much are you looking to walk away with then, as far as?
I mean, something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think that it's appraising for over 100 right now. And I think I owe somewhere in the 80s, like low 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean.
So they get it appraised for over 100, and
I think it's getting appraised. I mean, but keep in mind, I'm looking like on Zillow.
Sure. Are you getting it appraised right now? If you're looking though, be a little bit wary of Zillow though, for sure.
Right. That's why I'm putting that out there. That it is Zillow at the end of the day. So, but I just kind of wanted to get a kind of
a ballpark, yeah.
But I didn't want to go through, I wanted to go through an investor who's just gonna say, "Hey, we'll take it."
Yeah.
To go through a real estate agent and all that stuff.
That takes time, and then you've got to wait, and you've got the holding costs, and then the 6%, and then the taxes, and the closing costs, all that stuff. No, I hear you.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
That makes sense.
And I've had quite a few people that have called me, and I've kind of put them off because I didn't know if her house was going to go through.
Sure.
And I didn't want to be like, okay, come by my house, and then where's she going to go live?
Where is she going to go?
But
Exactly.
now that I know she's closing in December, I'm like, okay, that happened kind of quickly.
Yeah. So she's closing in December, and I'm assuming you would like to get this closed as soon afterwards as you really can, right?
As possible, yeah.
As possible. Sure. Yeah, just so you don't have any holding costs on you. Well, that's something we can definitely make happen. And just based off of everything that you're telling me, I think this is definitely something we'd pick up. We're buying everything that comes up like hotcakes in your area. And so if we can get our hands on yours, I think it would be, I think it would make everybody pretty happy.
Would you send somebody to come check it out, or?
We would send an inspector, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But that would be later on down the process. We don't need to worry about that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
But I need to check it out even, or you want her to send pictures?
Realistically, if we just have a couple of photos, that we buy enough houses that we know what we're getting into before we get into it. Really, the inspection is more of a formality than anything, just to make our underwriters happy. But we know what we're walking into before we even do anything. We're not worried about that stuff.
Okay. So my thing is, when you call, it just says wireless caller.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna save your number or something under like a real number, because I usually don't answer calls like that.
That's all right. That's why I call twice. Nobody picks up nowadays, so I have to call twice. And especially, my phone's coming from Minneapolis. But yes, so lock in my phone number, and it's just the one that I'm calling you on right now. This is my cell phone. You can call me, text me, FaceTime me. Nobody's ever taken up that part of the offer, but I always throw it out there just in case, right? And my name's Liam, Liam.
Yeah, I remember that.
Perfect.
My cousin's name is Liam.
It's such a lovely name. When I was born, it was a really rare name, actually. And then, I don't know, maybe I started the trend. All of a sudden, it's a super, super popular name.
Okay, so, possibly. Okay, 651-666. Oh, really? Why do you have to have it?
I know. I've been thinking about getting it changed, but I've had it for, 10 years, and everybody knows it already. It's like, okay, is the trade-off, yeah.
Right. You're like, I promise you I'll have to sign in blood.
Yep. And I have red hair too, so that makes it even more sketchy.
Okay, so let me save this here. Create new contact. Liam, what's your last name?
Benson, Benson.
Okay. And then which I don't know. I filled out a couple forms. So which company are you at?
Cash offer option.
Okay.
Yep.
That was one I just did
Mhm.
recently.
So, Taisha, let me ask you this. Say if two offers come in at the exact same price, they're the exact same, how will you know which one to go with?
I have no idea.
Now, what I'm digging at with that question is we
Okay.
like to do things that can be outside of the box to make the process as simple as possible for the people that we're partnering up with. And so if there's anything that you can think of that maybe isn't even necessarily real estate related, I mean, just last week we helped a lady rehome her bunnies that she couldn't take to her new apartment. I mean, is there anything like that you can think of that we could assist with?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I mean, I'm sure your aunt has furniture in there. We could even help her move all that stuff out.
Let's start over. You know, she's having this house built. She went and looked for furniture. Yeah, maybe she might need help moving it out. There's nothing I can think of right now, but I'll keep that in mind.
Absolutely, yeah. We really just like to make I mean, we just want ourselves to stand out above everybody else in any way we can, and the way we do that is by actually caring about the people that we're working with.
Right.
It just makes the job easier. And then, of course, right, if we just do a real, cut and dry transaction, it's just, super artificial, like, okay, bring it to title, here's the money, you're done, bye. You're never going to refer anybody to us.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, this thing, like, I have a lot going on.
Of course, yeah.
So that's the more seamless it is, I guarantee you I will refer
Just
you.
the easiest process it can be.
The easiest
Noted.
and fastest it could be.
Yep.
Because, like I said, I don't want to put any more money
Mhm.
into the house. I just don't have the money to put into that. I
Yeah.
wish I had the money and somebody to
Assist with it.
because that was my first time. That's
Sure,
my first
yeah.
love. That's my baby.
It has an attachment to you.
Right.
Sure. Okay.
You know.
Okay. So, Taisha, really, I think we can't go too much further until you don't even have a ballpark idea of about how much you'd like to walk away with when it's all said and done.
Low 80s. I know it's not over 85.
So let's just say you owe in the low 80s then, right? How much on top of, let's just assume that you're right. How much are you looking to walk away with cash in hand?
I don't have an answer for that one. I don't have an answer for that one. I do want to get rid of it, but it's not like it's an eyesore or an abandoned. You know what I mean? I don't want to be taken advantage of either.
No, of course, yeah. We absolutely do not aim to do that. I want to know exactly just what's a number that works for you, and then if it's something that works for both of us, it just simplifies the process.
Right. I think that I can have an answer for you once I kind of really know how much it's worth.
Of course, okay. And so then, what does that process look like for you so we can work around your timeline?
Versus how much it's worth versus how much I owe.
Sure. Gotcha.
If it's let's say I know I don't owe this much, but let's pretend I owe like $150,000. I would be like, okay, let me just break even. You know what I mean? Just take it off my hand.
Sure.
And I know that's not the case, so I really don't have an answer for you, and I don't have an honest answer for you.
That's fair. No, that's exactly what I'm wondering. Perfect. So what does the process look like in your eyes so that we work around your timeline? I know you mentioned Monday you're going to be talking to your bank to figure out what you owe.
Yeah, I'm going to find out exactly what I owe. I need to get a number. And then kind of like, I do have a couple of real estate agent friends, but I've let them know that I'm more interested in an investor. They haven't, they're not upset about it.
Sure.
They understand.
Yeah, they're in the relationship game. I I'm an agent myself in Minnesota, and all of them will absolutely provide you with a pretty good comp sheet, and they'll just show you all the comparables in the area, what they're selling for, and then just pretty much just take into account the condition, all the other fees, and then from there, that's really where we'll kind of come to the meeting point. So with that being said, when would you expect yourself to get on that other half of things and figuring out what it's worth?
This week, for sure.
This week for sure.
Yes, because I believe that she closes either the 12th or the 22nd.
Okay. So you really,
January, I'm gonna have to pay. If I don't get this handled, January. No, you don't need all this. January, I'm gonna have to pay the rent and nobody be there.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. So that's that. Yep. So you want to get it done by January.
I'm paying rent, but
The mortgage. Yeah, I know what you mean. So you want to get it done by January. That's fair. Okay.
correct.
So for that to be January, I know we're approaching right at the 1st of December here in just a few days.
Correct.
We'd be more than capable to close in 30 days. And then of course you just need to get your boxes checked on your end for us to move forward pretty much.
Okay. And if the clothing and all that stuff, I still have family in Indy, so if I need to just fly up there real quick, stay for a few days or whatever, I'll do that as well.
I mean, honestly, that sounds, I doubt you would need to do that. We do remote stuff all the time. As long as we have some way to access the property, that's all we need. I mean, we just need to be able to get in, have our inspector, our professional photos just for our records and stuff. That's all we need.
Okay.
You wouldn't need to fly up for that, unless you really want to, of course.
No, I mean, it just would really matter what.
Sure.
You said what?
All right. Well, Taisha, here's what we can do. I will give you a call on Monday. How about? Do you think that gives you enough time to talk to the people you need to talk to? It wouldn't take long for an agent to get those numbers for you. I mean, it would take them 30 minutes.
Right. Let's do Tuesday though, because I go into the office on Tuesday, and it's easier to talk business.
Of course, that makes sense. Yep. You've got your kids there, and they're trying to pull you in 15 different directions.
Correct.
Okay.
So I think Tuesday would be more feasible, and then it's easier for me to talk business.
Gotcha. So Tuesday, that'll be the 30th. That's a day before the 1st. Well, let me ask you this. Assuming that all your boxes are checked and we come to a price that works for the both of us, is there any reason that you wouldn't be able to move forward with working us on Tuesday?
No.
Perfect. Gotcha.
As long as I get all the numbers that I need.
Sure. As long as you have all that, then that's all we need too. All right. Well, Taisha, I hope you have a really lovely rest of your evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You as well. Don't work too hard, okay? It is Saturday.
I'll be doing some more calls for a few more hours here. Just, got some people are trying to help get moved, and, got to make sure I'm doing my part to keep it easy for them. Perfect.
Okay. Well, I look forward to talking to you on Tuesday, Liam. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. You have a really safe evening. Bye-bye. Sweet. So in that, we built really good rapport. And the thing is that I wasn't going to push her into a number right now. I mean, I went to getting a number from her, I think 3 times, and she just wasn't certain how much the property was worth. And I think she was just being cautious of saying like $90,000. And then of course I didn't want to give out a number either. And there was a box she needed to check before she came to a number. And so what I expect is my estimate for the property is that it's worth probably around 140. But now we need to replace the kitchen, and then we're doing it quick in 30 days and all that stuff. I think that if we can get it closer to the 100 mark, that will be great, because this is right in the heart of Indianapolis. It is walking distance, and if that number doesn't work for her, then this would be such a killer subject too, because the monthly payments are tiny. The monthly payments are tiny, and this is literally, like, as I zoom out, freaking, I don't know, a quarter mile away from the what's that? Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I mean, like, it's really just down the road. Like I barely even need to zoom out and I can see both at once. It's crazy. So sub 2 would be hot, hot, hot. And then of course, like she was saying, they've got the college nearby. They've got, a bunch of doctors. It's right near downtown. You just hop on 65 and you're in downtown right away. I mean, this is really just a sweet house. I want this one. Yeah. But we have the one and only Alice Adams here. Hello.
How are you?
Comp Queen. I'm doing well. I haven't talked to you since before Thanksgiving. How was it for you?
It was good. It was good. I drove over to Mexico yesterday and had a tooth taken out, so I'm all stitched up, but actually it went really well. And so here, ready to find some deals.
Sweet. And we've got Ivan back too, and now he's not at a he was at a hookah bar before because it was the only place you could find Wi-Fi nearby.
And he got a haircut.
And he got a haircut. Yeah.
I just changed my location and we'll be here in 5 minutes, okay?
Gene will be here in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I will be here in 5 minutes.
Sweet. Cool. Okay. Guys, I need to use the restroom really quick so you guys got to entertain the audience. And if you don't, well, I guess that's what happens. Alice, this is on you, okay?
I got it. I feel
Talk to
you.
people.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm looking to see who's on. I just got back in. I was doing some things. Christian, you're on. How are you? Jonathan work in Kentucky and North Carolina. I'm from Tennessee. I like the southern states. They cash flow a little better than out here in Arizona. Yeah. Oh, Cyril's on too. Hi, Cyril. Yeah, one of my friends from Clever Investor. So has he had any good calls? I know I'm about an hour late hopping on. I was out and about. I don't even know if I have the lead sheet or we could make one. I don't know if he shared it or not. Let's see. Let me look. We're working. I hear the ice cream truck going by my house. Oh. Yeah, I think these are. Let's see where he's at. I only heard part of that phone call. I like Indianapolis too. It's a good market. Christian, what market are you in? Cyril, I know you're over in Texas. Texas is always good. Jonathan. And Ronnie. I don't think I've met Ronnie either. Got some new people on today. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I did. Let's see. You wanted me to entertain, yet I don't have no numbers to call. Let's see. Newport, Kentucky. We got one in Gastonia. I like the Gastonia market. I feel like we called that one the other day, though. Maybe I don't have an updated sheet. Tampa's a good market.
Just tell him, don't touch. Like if you see him not saying anything, you tell him don't touch.
Let's see. I gotta look at Facebook on my phone. It won't let me comment to you guys for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like it's not as red.
It's kind of loud.
It's not as red as it was.
We'll see. We'll just call one of them. We'll see what's up.
It's not as red as it was.
We'll just pick this one. Pennsylvania. I like Pennsylvania.
All right, so what?
Gosh, my house is kind of loud. We'll see what they say. 570. Let's see. Can you hear me? All right.
Okay, so just whoever comes in on option for you, let them know that you have to use medication.
Hello?
Hey, Derek.
Who?
Is it Derek, please?
You have the wrong phone number.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, let me make sure I dialed that right. I might not have, or maybe unverified. Let's see. 570. 481. Yeah. All right, we'll write wrong number on that one. I don't like that. Wrong number. Some of his numbers are verified, some are not. I'll try to call them all. All right. Let's try one more. Where'd that North Carolina one go? Oh, we got Tennessee, Murfreesboro. I like Murfreesboro. Let's try that. I'm from Knoxville, but Murfreesboro is outside of Nashville. And my phone is showing up spam number, and I don't know how to fix that. If y'all know how to fix it. Hey, Janet?
This is Jennifer, but Janet, my sister. Can I help you?
Yeah, my name is Alice. I was giving her a call back. She had filled out a form online to see about an offer for her property on Hardwood Drive.
Yes, I filled that out for her, and she lives down the road about 10 minutes.
Okay.
She lives in North Carolina now, but I usually take care of all that business for her. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to get a few details down so I can, put the pen to paper and see what we can do for her. I have the details you filled out here. It says that it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and excellent shape, that it doesn't really need anything right now, but it is tenant occupied, and you're wanting to sell it in about a month?
Yeah, she's pretty much ready whenever she gets a good enough offer.
Okay. Has she been getting offers already or looking at offers?
She got a offer, one of those cash offers. It's forget what the company's name is, but they offered her $286,000,
Okay.
and then they were going to take their commission out of it. I can't remember how much she ended up with, but the only reason we couldn't do the deal with that was they didn't accept homes with leases.
Okay.
And her lease, and the lease with her tenants was a 1 year, and it ends in like June 30th.
Okay.
Or July 15th. I can't remember. Around July 15th.
Okay. June, July. What has her thinking about selling? I mean, are the tenants paying and things like that?
Yeah, they're paying. She couldn't handle the traffic. There was too many people moving into Nashville and too many businesses going up, and she had to quit her trucking job. She worked for like Nissan as a truck driver, and she just decided just to rent her house out and make enough profit that she basically just retired is what she's doing.
I got you. So this at one time was the house that she lived in, and then she moved out and decided to lease it. Is that right?
Right.
Got you. And how much are those tenants paying each month?
$1,850.
$1,850. All right, very good. I was pulling up some photos on Zillow just so I can see the house. It looks like a nice little house, nice neighborhood. Is there an HOA in there? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think it's very much. I think she pays $25 a month or $20 a month. I can't remember.
But 286, that was a pretty good offer. You said maybe OfferPad or Open Door had put that in?
OfferPad.
OfferPad.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Got you. Well, let's see. Oh, and does she back up to some water, or is that a retention pond for the subdivision?
Yeah, they call it a lake. What it is they call it Swan Lake. It's just a subdivision lake. I think what it was a quarry, and they used the gravel to make the two interstate. It's on an intersection between Interstate 840 and Interstate 24, and 840 is fixing to have more Amazon plants put in and all kinds of industry. That was built like 10 years ago, and it was pretty much a ghost interstate. Nobody used it, and then now all of these big companies are going up. Warehouses and everything are going up right there.
Gotcha. So I know that you had that offer from 86 minus their fees. They're typically 6 or 7%. And then they, if you get to the next step, typically come out and assess the property and have some fees, to reduce that purchase price by what would need to be, cleaned up or repaired. I'm assuming they didn't get to that step.
No, there's nothing that needs to be repaired, and they were going to charge 5%.
5%. And the property says it was built, did it say 05? Do you know how old the roof is and the heat and air?
She just had the roof replaced within like 6 months, so it's
Okay.
brand new.
Nice.
And then what else did you ask?
The heat and air system?
Oh yeah, it's a couple years old. It's like, I think 2 years old, maybe 3.
Okay. Well, it looks like a property that we would likely have interest in. Do you know what kind of number she's looking to walk away with? If there's no commissions and no other fees that come out, just what she's going to put in her pocket minus any mortgage payoff?
Okay, whatever the 284. See, I know she could get over 300,000 if she waited till July to move in,
Mm-hmm.
but she pretty much doesn't want to deal with it. So whatever that, if you're willing to take it with the tenants in it right now,
Mm-hmm.
then she'll take the 285 plus deduct the 5% commission, and she's not going to go any lower than that. She'll just, if she can't get that, she'll just wait until the tenants move out, and she's going to move back in and list it for sale.
So she would move back. Yeah, it looks like that 285 minus 5%, somewhere around 270. I've got my finance department here for another 30 minutes. Give me just about 2 minutes. Do you mind if I put you on hold for just a second?
No, that's fine.
All right, I'll be right back. Oh, this one's going to be tight when it's in such good shape, but let me look. I wasn't able to comp and talk on the phone. Multitasking is not my thing.
It's hard.
Let's see what we got. It's a really nice house. It is. 3-2, and she's already replaced some of the major mechanicals. That would be a great rental property that somebody probably wouldn't have to do very much for a while. Let me see what this neighborhood's doing. Try to comp it real quick. Something between 1,300 and 1,500 square feet. Let's see, her house is smaller than most of that neighborhood, but I've got one at 285. 270 probably isn't going to work. See, a 275, couple 264. It doesn't leave me a lot of room. Come in all cash.
You truly are the comp queen. It's crazy.
Let's see.
Guys,
you still
have
there?
any of you in the chat?
Gosh, okay. I had sent it over to the finance department, let them take a quick look. I'm not sure we can get all the way there on a cash offer, because once we go in and clean it up, then it may not leave any room once, put it back up for sale, commissions ourselves. Do you think that we can get somewhere closer to the 240 range, or do you think that they're... Oh no, it hung up on her. Let me call her back. I can hear you in the background on the webinar. I don't know how to get rid of that sound. Let's see. Where you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Let's see. I lost her.
Your call has been...
Oh no, she didn't like my offer. She hung up on me.
She hung up on you?
Let's see. 270 is...
Go ahead.
Sorry. It's okay.
The house is increased by value.
Uh-oh. We'll see if she comes back here.
June,
Yep.
and then 2 bedroom And other than that, she has fence, and she's had some trees put in about 10 years ago, and they're just really immaculate. And then the chain link fence in the back, you can actually see the lake from her patio, from her backyard.
Wow, that's nice. Is this is she gonna rebuy when she sells, or is she just gonna rent? Do you know?
Well, my mom's getting older, and she's gonna buy my mom's house.
She's gonna buy
Just
your
pay
mom's
cash for
house.
it.
I got you. Okay. Well, it sounds like this is a really nice house, and she definitely will make the most money, by listing it with an agent. Like she said, once the tenants are out, it just depends on how important it is to her to sell now, or whether she wants to go back through that process of listing and putting it up for sale at that time. And of course, we don't exactly know. The market's been going up and up and up for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, but we don't exactly know when it will cool off a little bit. So it's a little bit up in the air. Do you think that she's going to be flexible, possibly come down around that 240 range, or is she pretty set on the 270?
Oh, I know she won't go below 270.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you chatting with me. I will run this back through financing and see if we can get any closer. I'm not sure that I can. It is a good retail price, but it doesn't leave much room for us, mostly because there's not much work that needs to be done to the house. But I'll see what I can do. And if you find out that she's any more flexible, this is my direct number. You can call back at this number anytime.
Okay, what company are you with?
We're with Cash Offer Option.
Okay, cash offer option.
And
Okay,
my name is Alice.
Alice.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add that to my contacts right now. But and I do appreciate you calling and trying to work with us.
Oh, let me ask one more thing. If you decide to go the agent route, do you already know a real estate agent that you're committed to?
Yes, her property manager is her real estate agent, and he lives 2 doors down.
Oh, wow. Okay, excellent. Okay, just wanted to see if we could provide any value there, but it sounds like she's got a good connection for that as well. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Alice.
All right, have a good day. Oh, little tight, Liam. Little tight on a pretty house in Murfreesboro.
That's how it goes sometimes. There's nothing to do about it.
It is. You try to hit from every angle. Referrals are nice. I like real estate agent referrals. And if you're not an agent, then you've got to call it a marketing agreement so they can give you that $1,000 or maybe more. But $1,000 is good. That's more money to buy more leads and do more deals. So.
Do you want to call another one? I'm wrapping up creating this here little referral thing.
Sure. Yeah, let's see what we can
Testing
do.
the new thing. Cool.
All right, let me mark that one. She wants full retail. It's all right though. Retail 270. Tenants paying $1,850 through July of 2022. Okay. Oh, let's see. Should we call? Let's see what the situation is in Kingsport. I like Tennessee. That's where I'm from. So let's see. No, I don't want another pristine condition one. I'm tired of being a landlord in pristine condition. Let's see if we find anyone that needs a little bit of work. No chance of closing it. Downsizing, financial reasons, need to sell ASAP. Let's try this one in Leesburg. I'm hoping she picks up. This one says it's in fair condition. It's got flood, storm, or fire damage and needs work.
Hi, you have reached
Let's try her again. Pick up, Melissa.
Hi, you have reached
One more time. Triple threat. Come on. Answer. Can't believe someone didn't buy this one.
Hi, you have reached Melissa. Please leave your name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a good day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Melissa. This is Alice. I was returning your message. You had filled out our website because you wanted an offer for your property there in Leesburg. Was trying to connect so we could put some numbers together and see how we can get that taken care of for you. This is my direct number. You can give me a call or text back. It's 480-495-0301. Look forward to chatting with you. Talk with you soon. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's mark that one up. Liam, have you been getting people on the phone today? People been answering?
I've been having a tough time. I only got one good conversation, but that conversation was good, and I think it will turn into a deal.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a spot right by the Indianapolis Speedway, right by it. Like we're talking like a stone's throw, right near downtown. And the property, I think it's going to be pretty fairly priced. I don't think she's going to be too outrageous with what she wants with it.
Pretty cool. I like Indianapolis. I got a couple friends that work that market. All right. Let me try one more and then we'll throw it back to you. We got one in El Paso. Let's see. No more pristine or excellent condition. Let's see. We got Corey and Ohio. Let's see, Ohio. Want to sell ASAP, still in excellent condition. Doesn't need anything. Let's call him anyway.
Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded.
He's sending me to voicemail.
Hello?
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Alice. I was actually returning your message. You had filled out a form on our website to see about an offer for your property on Lockwood.
Yeah.
Do you have a few minutes to chat right now?
Not right at the moment. What are you guys thinking? I mean, real quick.
Oh, I just wanted to get a few details and find out just a little more about the last time the kitchen and bathrooms were updated, that type thing, so I could work on some numbers.
Okay, yeah, it's a 3-bedroom. It was a 4-bedroom, but the one downstairs, I took down a wall and I opened up the kitchen way bigger. So I just redid that last year. New cabinets, new countertops, I think there's pictures online.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Did you have it up for sale recently? Is that where the pictures came from?
Yeah. Well, I put it on Zillow.
Did you? Did you have many showings or much interest?
Yeah. I really want to wait until after Christmas because January 3rd is when I actually bought it 2 years ago.
Oh, you won't have no capital gains.
There you go. So I want to make sure I get that. I don't want capital gain. I've lived in it. It's my home address, so I just want to make sure I don't get hit with taxes like that.
Gotcha. And you're going to stay in Ohio when you move, or what's your plans?
No, I don't. That's why I want to relocate. I'm going to go to Albuquerque. I've already got a place set up out there, so I don't have to like really go through waiting for the money from the sell to buy the new. So I didn't want to deal with that.
Albuquerque's nice.
No, it's beautiful there.
My best friend's there in Los Lones, which is right outside of Albuquerque. A little bit more rural, but super cool.
That's where I'm going to be, a little bit more rural. And no, it's a great piece of property though. It's the last street on that side, and it's a dead end street, and it's the last house. So it's railroad tracks it dead ends into, and there's a big wooded area that there's 2 lots there, and I own both. So it comes with the house.
So there's the house plus 1 lot, or the house plus 2 lots?
No, the house plus 1 lot.
House plus 1 lot.
So there's 2 lots total, and they're a 1/4 acre apiece, and together it's a 1/2 acre. But it's a dead end street. You got plenty of, like, for the city, actually, it's on the outskirts of the city, and it's like houses are right next to each other, and then it's mine with the view of the woods, and it's beautiful.
So
I might put a deck on the back in a garage on the driveway, with the coronavirus or whatever pandemic. That put the price of material up so high I didn't build when I wanted to, but I do want to get the house sold like right at the beginning of January.
Yep, right at that January 3rd mark. I see that. I was looking at what some of the other properties in the area are selling for.
Well, there's 2 houses on my street that sold within 7 days. Like, I think it was June or July, and then there was another one in September. They both sold in a week, and they got more than they were asking.
Did you? I'm looking. I see one on your street at 272 Lockwood that sold at 103 in May, and it's about 300 square feet larger than your house. Is your house the 1064 square feet?
Yes, but like I said, it's got a all brand new kitchen, and I also put a new bath, 1/2 bath on the first floor. Everything's up to date. I remodel houses, and I really did a lot of work on this house. And
all the permits were pulled from the city for those remodels, or not really?
Not really. You're not gonna throw me under the bus, are you?
No. We don't want it to show up as an issue when we move forward with the property.
You need a permit to do any of that. You can do your roof. You can do pretty much anything inside, except for knocking, building walls.
Yeah. Did you update the plumbing and electrical, or is that still original to the house?
No. The electric and plumbing, I put PEX in, so if it freezes, it won't burst. And the electric, I put a nice new 120 amp breaker box, and then the meter socket and everything just got replaced by the electric company. I was surprised, but they had to do these new meter sockets for the new meters, so they did it for free.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they pulled code or not, or pulled a permit. That's crazy. That's just money for the city.
Yeah, I know. We run into it all the time. It is.
I think if the homeowner does it, you don't have to get it inspected. But, or you don't have to be, per se.
Yeah, for most things, typically on the plumbing and electrical, they do anyway, but not the interior if it's the homeowner. Man, I like the house. I'm struggling to see that 145, and we do, obviously it's a business. We've got to have a little bit of a discount, or otherwise it just doesn't make sense for us financially. How flexible are you on the 145?
I'll talk with you. That's why I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
It's got everything up to par. The heating system is good. It's not brand new, but I did take out the parts and like the blower. It's got a new blower motor, and it's a gas forced air. But I've had it. I've lived there 2 years now, and when I moved in, there was nothing. Like there was no kitchen. There's no heat. There's no hot water. It's got a new hot water tank. Plumbing's good. I remodeled the bathroom upstairs, put a new tub in, surround, tiled the floor. I mean, it's ready to go. There's nothing wrong with it. I want to build a deck off the back because I did put up a sliding glass door off the back of the house. And I pieced together just something to walk down to a landing, out the door. Because it's like a 3, maybe 2.5 foot drop. So I had to have something there. But if I got time, I'm going to build, if the weather's right too, I'm going to build a nice deck and then maybe a garage even.
Got you.
Because I know that'll up the value. But I'm willing to talk. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, our intention is to buy cash. Sometimes an all cash offer isn't good enough. And when that happens, we typically offer our seller participation program. And basically, it's where we take a joint effort with the homeowner to create a win-win situation. We cover all expenses related to the property, and you cash flow monthly and are paid out over a period of time. Typically, it's a 5 or 7 year period. We structure it. No,
I gotta have the cash now. That's why I was going with you guys on the cash now. If you can buy it out, I'm willing to fluctuate a little bit if you guys are willing to. I know what I got in price. It's a seller's market right now.
Sure.
I mean, it was on the market. I didn't really. Zillow isn't just. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Test the waters out a little bit, and I know the market's starting to slow down a little bit, but it's not like people stop making people. And people gotta have somewhere to live. It's growing and growing. There's not enough houses.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? It's always an option to list with an agent. Why not list it with an agent?
I'm not gonna do that. It's too much of they don't really do anything. They got the people. That's it. And I know. I feel if it comes down to it, I will. But it's not like I'm gonna ruin anything by trying first. By myself.
Yeah.
It saves like 12 grand. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Something that if I did call a couple and they just didn't hit me right,
I feel you. No, I understand that. I do for sure. Man, I'm not sure we're the buyer for you on this property just because the recent sales on your street, they're under $100 a square foot fixed up, and with the square feet, the 1064 square feet, it's only going to come in at considerably less than where you have it listed, and we've still got to have a little room. So I don't really think that we're the buyer for you right now at this time on this property. Do you have any other properties?
No, I don't. Where would that come out at then if I was at their price per square foot? It'd probably be about, I'd say it's easily 110.
Yeah, about $100 a square foot would put you there. The recent sale on your street was $103,000 for 1375 square feet. That's $75 a square foot. And so I know my underwriting is going to say, here's what sold on his street, and we've got to at least be in this ballpark, assuming that the market's gone up in the last 6 months, and it has. It would still leave a little room, but I think that we would be somewhere in that $90,000 to $100,000 range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's negotiable. I mean, what about a little closer to 110? What about like 107?
Something in the 107 range.
I might come down to there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys worked with me where I didn't have to leave right away, where I could stay until it was that, and then we make our agreement there. I mean, have something signed before. I don't know, how would that work? Because I don't want to do the tax, you know.
Yeah, no, we have lots of sellers that either, want an extended closing or, if for one
So
reason or
once it's
another.
closed, that's when it's official.
Yeah, we could still write it up and we could put that closing after that January 3rd close date, but it would give you the confidence of knowing that it's sold. And I know you've already got a house in Albuquerque, but.
Well, it's not my house in Albuquerque, but I'm going to eventually. I've got a place to stay, and it'd be nice to have the cash to be able to just get that house when I find the right one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could.
I'm not trying to, get over on anybody here. I just feel I'm ready to, if it's close to 110, I'll go for it.
If it's close to 110, you go for it. I'm looking at all these houses.
If you could hit 107 for me, I would be grateful.
Somewhere around 107. Gosh, that's super.
I know that it's got great potential. The spot is perfect for whoever wants. It's easy sell, and I've got it there. It's just I don't want to have to deal with people coming and looking at it. It's not something I have time for.
Mm-hmm.
But if I sold it with a realtor,
yeah,
I would be right there anyway. That's what I'd be getting.
Gotcha. I got you.
So I think it'd be a win-win for both of us.
And your 2 bathrooms, there's no photos online. You've already updated those or no?
It's brand new. There's actually 3 bathrooms. There's one upstairs that has it's a full bathroom. And then there's 2 half baths. There's one in the basement also. So it's got a toilet. Yeah, it's got a toilet and sink. And it did have a shower, but I took the shower out and I could put in another one if it's going to make anything better.
Is that 1064 square feet all on the main level and your square feet downstairs is not included in that?
Correct.
Do you have a window downstairs, what we would call egress or ingress? Okay.
I put in 5 glass block windows. 2 of them have vents. I redid those about 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't own it at first when I was working on it. My friend owned it, and she sold it to me.
I got you.
So, I did all new support under there. It's all solid. It's got new floor. The floor is about 5 years old, but it's vinyl floor and tile in the bathroom upstairs. Now, the bathroom it's basically right off the kitchen.
Okay.
That's all brand new. I put a whole that was not even there, so I put that one in brand new, so it doesn't need updated.
About how many square feet are in the basement? Do you know?
It's half of whatever the full square footage is. So it's about 500.
Okay. Give me about 60 seconds. Let me run some numbers.
Because it's not a finished basement, but it doesn't. It's watertight. It's really a good basement. I mean, there's no drywall per se, but the walls I painted them. Okay. I painted the floor, and
the heat source goes down there. Is there permanent heat down there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So somebody would just need to finish out the drywall.
I mean, not finish it out. It's good the way it is. I just don't see it as just only having drywall as a finished basement. If it's block wall, I see it as finished as long as it's not leaking. What necessarily entails a finish?
Typically, it's drywall, a permanent heat source, and some sort of ceiling, whether it's a drop ceiling or drywall.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to put in a solid ceiling because there's no. If I put in a drop ceiling, it'd be too low for me to walk.
Okay.
So and you don't want to cover up your plumbing and everything too.
Right. No, I agree. We got a lot of basement homes in Tennessee where I'm from, and so we see a lot of those drop ceilings. So you've got 8-foot ceilings downstairs, and if you put in a drop ceiling, it's going to drop it too low.
It's kind of more like 7.
Okay.
It's like a 7-foot. So I could walk down there fine, but if I put a drop ceiling in at another foot, it'd be too low.
Okay. Is there a possibility that you can shoot me some photos of the downstairs at some point today or tomorrow? And I'll do my best to see if we can get to that 107. I'm not sure it's still super tight, but maybe I can send those pictures over to our finance department and get that.
I'm not at home at the moment. I would do it right now, but I just I get a lot of spam calls and I have a lot of calls that I don't. How could we know that you're calling? How would are you calling from the same number?
Yeah, I'll shoot you a text as soon as we hang up, so you've got my name and info, and then when you get those pictures, you can just reply to the text if that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I'll just text you the pictures.
Okay.
Or should I email them? Because sometimes text me.
Either, whatever you prefer. Either way is fine. So I can shoot you a text, Corey, and whatever's easier for you. My name is Alice.
That's the lowest I'll go. I've seen the deal.
Okay.
Itself, right?
Ask me one more time.
Don't forget about the double lot. Because with the double lot alone, I think it's 30,000 for the lot. No, it was 15. That's what it was. 15 is the going price. I looked around for a quarter-acre lot.
Okay.
I believe it's 15, maybe 30. I don't know. I didn't try, but I don't like wheeling and dealing a lot. I do the work myself, so that's where I put my focus. And I know what's what really. I mean, it's a nice house. It's got 2 lots. It's the only one that doesn't have you enclosed in with 2 neighbors right next to you. That's the only spot in the city where I believe that ups the value of it. You know, when compared to every other house on the street, they got no side yard.
Yep.
That really makes it complete.
Because you're on the dead end, and that other lot's kind of wooded anyway. It looks like, right?
No, the other lot's open. I gotta mow it.
I got you.
There's still more property. Like I could build on there too. I was thinking about separating them, but that costs more money to separate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I like them together. Whoever that makes it, makes it golden when they're both together. Whoever owns this house, because I'm not gonna rent. Whoever owns this house, you get a whole side yard there to build or just whatever.
Okay.
So that makes it a little bit where you can't compare to the other.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I super appreciate you taking a few minutes to walk me through the things you've done to this property, and I'm going to go to bat for you and see what I can get the finance department to do, and hopefully we can make it work so you can get to Albuquerque.
That'd be great. So you guys take care of all the expenses too?
We do. We typically pay closing costs, and so our offer to you is a net number to you minus any mortgage payoff or property taxes you may owe, and that's all. So.
Okay. No, I don't owe anything on it. The taxes are coming up, and that's where I'm at with, seeing, because don't I have to pay? No, I'll have to pay the full thing for this year.
Taxes are typically paid in arrears, so the taxes that are coming up should be for the year 2021. They're paid after they're due. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be mine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you would pay them from January 1 up until the closing date, but since we're not closing till next January, then you'd pay the full year for 2021 and the couple days in January, and they would be our responsibility when they come due at the end of 2022.
That sounds good.
Amazing. Any other questions right now, Corey?
That's it.
Okay, send me those pictures and we'll go to work.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You still there?
I think
I don't know.
yeah. Well, the thing is even at the he's talking like 107, right? ARV is that's right. So you'd have to get him even lower.
Well, I was hoping that square feet in the basement, I mean, a finished basement is worth something. In Tennessee, we actually count the square feet. But then he said the ceilings were short. So I was trying to run that route and hope there was an extra 500 square feet, which would make the deal work. And then he said that it only had 7-foot ceilings. And I'm like, nobody likes that. I mean, not that there can't be a kid's bonus room or something, but I really was hoping it had regular ceilings. Yeah. So I don't know.
What in your gut is the number that you think we'd have to offer to make this a deal?
If I can see that if there are builders that are building in that area and I don't know, if I thought the other lot was marketable and sellable, it could make this deal work. There was just too much research that I couldn't do at the same exact time.
Mhm.
I honestly think he can come down to 100. I think he would.
I think so too. I think he'd come into the 90s.
Yeah, I do too. And so I want to see that basement. I don't love that no permits were pulled and that he did electrical and plumbing. It's different. Remodeling the kitchen, okay, I don't care. But
Yeah.
man, you redid some major stuff with no permits, and that's probably the edge that we're going to use to negotiate when we try to drop it down.
What I can do actually is in just a few minutes here, I can call back and say I'm the finance department, and we can work that route. I'll say I'm the finance department. And then for that, we just need a firm number. And with that, we'll say 7-foot ceilings. You didn't pull any permits. And while we know that your work is good, unfortunately, that's not good enough for our buyers.
Yeah.
And even if our trust is there, unfortunately, that can't just be passed on like that. So we need to be able to pull permits, get a deeper inspection.
And what you can offer him?
Yeah, what do you think the offer is then?
I don't know. If you make another call right now, then let me check on that lot. I'm going to text him my number so he can send pictures and let me see what I can, if that lot is even marketable. And excuse me, if you make a call or two, then I can give you some final numbers. We can call him back.
Cool. All right. Sweet. And then Ivan, in the private chat, did you see the that link that I put for you?
Yeah. Link to Discord, yeah?
And there you go.
Yeah.
I put it in so you can click it. There you go. And you can join in. And you've never used it, right? So for those of you guys in the audience right now, we're setting up something really cool for you guys. It's going to be a community server that isn't based just around Speed Delete. Of course, Speed Delete's the center of it, but it's based upon just a community for real estate investing in general. Come on, get discount codes for leads. That's why you get in contact with us and hang out with us under the or hang out with us after streams. Whole ton of really cool stuff like that. It's can't share too much yet because we're still working on it, but it'll be finalized pretty soon. And Alice, you can get in it too. Have you ever used Discord?
I have not.
Oh, so that's great. Yeah, because I want your guys' feedback. And, we're really trying to idiot-proof it to make sure that brand new people who have never used it will be able to get in and understand how it works.
Let me try to do this.
I'll probably make a call here then. We'll see how that goes. I don't think it can go poorly.
No.
I'm a human.
Ivan right now is going through our verification process because a lot of people in financial-based Discord servers will create bots that will flood the server and send DMs to all the people on the server like, hey, buy our crypto coin, buy this. Here's a new server that you should join. And we try to avoid that as much as possible because we want people only to be alerted for important things, of course. And so for that to happen, we got to make sure that people are real who are joining. And so to do that, they've got to fill out a CAPTCHA. How's it going? Have you figured it out, Ivan? Did the CAPTCHA work for you?
I have my account there, but I try to log into this server with it.
I see that you've joined.
Maybe. So, what's the situation with our leads and contracts now?
Our leads and contracts. So far today, we're going to have a call back from Alice's, and then we got a good talk with somebody, and we're going to try and get a deal done with them next week. They just have to get in contact with their bank. They have to figure out what the comps are on their property so they can figure out what about they're willing to accept on it. But I think that it's going to be a pretty good deal. Especially, to me, it doesn't really matter what price she comes to because I have an opportunity no matter what, whether it's sub 2 or whether it's sub 2 or we buy a cash where we'll be able to get her more money no matter what. And sub 2, this would be a killer deal because it's right near the Indianapolis Speedway, a couple other things. It's a good deal. Anyways, now we're just going to go down. We're going to call Julie in Rio Vista, California. Oh, and what's up with Julie? Let's see what she's got going on. She's got a 2-bed, 1-bath property. It's in fair condition. It's kitchen cabinets, landscaping, bathrooms. Ooh, it's owner occupied. They want to sell in 4 to 5 months because they're relocating. Got it. Interesting. All right, Julie. We'll see what we can do for you. I bet we can do something for you. That's for sure.
Hello?
Hey, Julie.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Julie, my name is Liam. You filled out my website. You wanted a cash offer on your property?
Yes.
Hey, well, sounds like I've got the right number. Yeah, I guess just catch me up to speed a little bit on the property, where you're at on it.
We just painted inside and out.
Oh,
It's got a brand new air conditioning heating unit in it that costs $20,000.
wow. Yeah, those are expensive, aren't they?
It's all the person to the house, so.
I'm sorry.
The backyard needs to be landscaped. There's a little bit of garbage back there that was left over from my dad dying.
Oh,
The front yard's in good shape. The house is in good shape. Normal wear and tear on the property because we've owned it for 30 years, so.
sure.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got a really nice backyard with a large shade tree in the backyard. Anything else you want to know?
I think you've got off to a really good start. I'm trying to write down everything that you said. It sounds like a really nice spot. Why would you be thinking about selling it?
We don't want to, because my dad died and we just want to relocate somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Are you living there right now?
Yeah.
Do you guys have another spot that you're figuring you're going to move into quite yet?
Yeah.
Sure. So just trying to get this done pretty quick, or when's your timeline?
ASAP.
As soon as possible. Okay. So I'm assuming that's why you haven't decided to bring it to market, right?
Right. And my mom doesn't want strangers in her house running around, you know.
Sure. Sure. Okay. So you want to avoid the showings. You just want to do it clean and simple. I hear. Okay. That makes sense. So let's say if I wanted to come and add value to the property, where are some spots that I could do that?
Landscaping the backyard would be the start.
Okay.
Upgrading the kitchen and the bathroom, that would add a lot of value to that. Because I mean, we still have 1970 bright orange Formica countertops from when the last time it was remodeled.
Okay.
They were so ugly.
Okay, perfect. That is exactly what I love to hear. Oh, kitchens are my favorite. Now, kitchens usually compared with bathrooms. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Okay.
The
So,
bathroom needs to be redone. We were in the middle of doing the floor, and basically my mom said, forget it, sell it for cash. So the floor needs to be redone. Because I mean, we were tearing up the subfloor of the bathroom when my mom said stop. So, but I painted the bathroom. It needs a new medicine cabinet. The one that's in there isn't really upgraded or anything like that.
okay.
The tile needs to be upgraded in the shower.
Sure.
But that's pretty much it. All the foundations there, so.
Oh, Julie, I'm loving everything you're saying. This is perfect for us because it sounds like so there's no structural foundation issues, nothing major like that.
The best thing about the house is in the very first housing fact that Rio Vista ever had, so everybody wants to be in this neighborhood.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is seeming like
It's going to become historical Rio Vista in maybe a few years. That's what I heard. So,
Julie, I feel like you're lying to me. This is all too good to be true.
you can look it up.
Okay. Now, how about, do you know when the roof, how old about that is?
We've got the roof done in, well, I don't know where the paperwork is for it, but I want to believe it was 2003 or 2006. But there's no leaks or anything like that.
Okay, so generally the working life of a roof is 13 years max. We generally do them around 10. So would it be fair to say I should probably think about getting that replaced?
We weren't thinking about it, but you could probably, if you're going to buy it, probably.
Sure, okay. Okay.
It's pretty windy and release the phone.
Sure. Now, let me ask you this. You already have your other place lined up, so assuming we put a good offer in on this thing, then you wouldn't have any problem getting out of it?
What do you mean?
As far as where you're moving to next, we wouldn't have to do any, extra assistance with helping you guys find a new spot to move into?
No.
Perfect. Wow. Well, what are you guys looking to get for it then?
I have one other cash offer
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not ready to sign the contract, but I said, let me see. I'm going to talk to a couple extra people, and you're the person that called me so far. But they gave me an offer of $390,000 for it.
$390,000?
Yeah, which was blew my mind. That's because of the location, and it's on a quarter-acre lot. It's 69. The address is 69 of my house, and then the lot size is 69. So it's kind of funny.
So they offered you $390,000,
Yeah.
and you need, fairly extensive renovations to the property, and you didn't take it yet?
No, not yet.
Oh my God! Sign that contract.
I was like, I don't know about that.
How many square feet is the property?
1,219.
1,219. Okay.
It says 944 when you look it up.
Okay.
But there's an addition on the back that was built before it had to be added to the deed or whatever, like they do that.
Sure.
It was like built, the house was built in 1946. The addition was built in 1952.
I see. Okay, so there's extra square footage for the property. Okay, I'm updating my numbers for that because at 394, seems like an incredible offer. Who is it? One of the big companies like Open Door or Home Light, something like that gave you the offer?
No, it was a company that only has six employees from the Bay Area. But they know the house has where it's located, and you can get upwards of 500 for this house if it's completely remodeled. My mom just doesn't want to do it.
Have you spoken to any realtors and they've come to that number as well?
Yeah, pretty much. Because the house is in the neighborhood that I've sold. My friend down the street, she completely remodeled her house inside and out, and it's just like the same as mine. She got an offer of $600,000 for it, and turned it down because she wanted to stay there. After she's heard that number, she's like, "All right, we're gonna stay till it gets bigger."
Sure. Yeah.
Because there's a list of people that want to get in this neighborhood, but people don't leave this neighborhood usually until they die.
Oh, so it's just really difficult to get in. Okay. I'm running my numbers here. I'm just trying to go as fast as I'm speaking. Man, you know what? How about this? I just need to. I'm having trouble focusing on two things at once. Can I just call you back in like 3 minutes?
Okay, it has additional RV parking on the side too.
RV parking on the side. Got it. Okay, write that down. Sweet. I'll call you back in just a few minutes. All right.
All right.
What the hell?
I don't. How many square feet did she say?
1,219.
That's that comp I just posted on the private side is completely remodeled top to bottom, and has an extra bed and bathroom than hers at 1,206 square feet. It sold for $380.
Yeah, I'm willing to believe you. How far away is it from
It's a couple streets, but same subdivision, and we don't cross anything major to get there. I was just looking for one that had been redone top to bottom. The highest sold in her neighborhood is one street over at 460. But
And
it
what
had,
does that property look like?
it had a detached 5-car garage, and so I didn't see it as the best comp because people with
A
collectible
detached
cars,
5-car garage adds a bit of value.
So
Hang on,
I
let
think
me
if you
look
take
up.
that 5-car garage away, you're going to remove 60K and still be at the 400 range, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's at a 400 range ARV. There's nothing. What's this one for 500? Let me see.
Let's see. And what was the one that you said sold recently for 380? Look at it here. Yeah, guys, we're putting these numbers together, and I think she's talking out of her ass.
I gotta grab the plug to my laptop. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back.
So, what do you think about this property? And
I think that what she's saying is that it's in a pretty hot area that people are looking to get in. That I do, but I think that she is completely unrealistic with her comps here. Let's see. One that's one street over, 2-bed, 2-bath with 200 more square feet, 30 years newer. Okay, nope. It's a 460,000 one. Yeah. Let's see here. This one for 370.
Yeah, I think she's ARV 400 instead of the 350 with the extra square feet, but it's still gonna have to be bought at 300.
What was the address of the one that's fully finished here? I'll pull it up. I got it actually.
Yep. 328 Bruning.
That's ridiculous. Sold 380. All right, I'll give her a call back and be like, yeah, you just got to take that offer. I think she must be lying about that. Nobody's offering her 390 for the condition it's in right now.
Well, tell her if she has another offer, the same spiel you usually give. Make sure that it's not either an agent wanting the listing and misquoting the value, knowing that it'll come down eventually, or an investor that's going to renegotiate her at the last minute.
Yep.
Because it's not there.
Julie, answer the phone. Shouldn't have gotten off the phone with her. You guys can see the top of my pencil goes away. Come on. Why isn't she answering now?
She's calling her friend, telling him she's got a buyer at 500.
Yeah. You know, I'm not wondering if these are a group of people. Uh-oh, Alice crashed. But there are a group of people in this area who are known to just file memorandums on a bunch of properties, right? And how that looks is they get these people locked up in insane contracts that nobody would ever buy. And then they file a memorandum on the property. And once they file a memorandum on the property, then no other investor, nobody else can buy it. It's a cloud on the title. And so they will pretty much give you whatever it is that they're asking, right? And then once that's all said and done, then say another investor comes through and they reach out to the person who has the memorandum, they start taking it to title and title finds the clouded thing, then that person will say, hey, pay me $10,000 and I'll get rid of this memorandum. And it's just like, what the hell? It's a pretty shady thing. And I don't know. I don't want to say anything for certain of what's going on, but that 390 offer is ridiculous.
Guys, write in comments what do you think about this.
So Ivan, inside of the Discord, were you unable to verify?
No, at the moment.
I want to make sure it works. It worked for me, but I don't know. I know how it all works. Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to go to another call waiting for that. I'll just call her in like a minute here. Sit around for another second. And then lock it up and lock the deal up. Ivan, do we know if Gene's getting on at all? Or do you think he fell asleep?
I think so. We a little bit tired this weekend.
Yeah, you guys had a busy day. A couple days.
Yeah, a couple days. We worked maybe 15 hours per day.
Wow.
On holidays.
And you're still here, Ivan, man?
Yeah.
Look at you. Wow. You're really trooping through.
I slept today 3 hours, I think.
Okay. Julie just texted me.
Hello?
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Okay, so I've ran all my numbers here, and can I be completely honest with you?
Uh-huh.
That $390,000 offer is honestly a little bit concerning. I mean, do you know how reputable those people are?
They've been in business for 15 years.
15 years. Well, they just must be knowing something that we don't. I mean, do you know them personally, or is this all stuff that they've told you?
Well, I've been in the business room. They have an A+ rating.
That isn't hard to do. I guess here's where I'm coming from. As I'm looking at the numbers, your property all fixed up is not worth 500. I'm seeing one just down the street that all fixed up is it's a few streets over, but that one is in perfect condition. It has an extra bath, and that one just sold for $380. And that one is fully renovated. We're talking brand new flooring, brand new kitchen. Everything in it looks perfect. So that one just sold for $380. And so the $390 offer, my assumption is that your house in perfect condition is going to be worth, I would say, $400. And that would be right at the upper end, at the very upper end. And so if they're offering $390 or $395, whatever exactly it was that they said, that leaves absolutely no meat on the bones. And of course, I could just be wrong and they know something that I don't from me looking at all the numbers here. But what I fear may happen is, did you give them that $390 number, or did they give you that number?
They gave me $380 first, and then it went from $380 to $390 because I said that wasn't enough money.
Okay, yeah, because that $390, I know that there are groups in California that do some pretty shady sort of business, and I have no idea who these people are. And this is just a word of caution, essentially.
Their company's called Equity Track Incorporated.
Equity Track?
Yeah. With the INC at the end.
Well, I don't know them. Let me see here.
The contract seems legit. I mean, it explains everything. They're going through an escrow company, North American Title. We've used them before with my mom and dad to refinance the house.
Yeah, I'm looking them up, and it seems as though that they're pretty reputable. I can't say anything against that. The only thing I would fear is my assumption is they just have to know that market better than we do, or they're assuming that it's going to appreciate pretty rapidly, right? Because from my numbers, if we're looking at this and your property is worth $400,000 in perfect condition, and it's going to take over much over $10,000 for all the renovations, and then we're talking closing costs and holding fees and
People want to get in this neighborhood so bad. On my friend's house down the street, they had like it was almost like a storage auction, bidding war kind of people that wanted it. They were upping the price like every other day. They were making a better offer on this. I don't know why people want to be in this neighborhood so bad. It's not that great, but
sure. Well, listen, my best recommendation for you right now is to accept that offer. Take that and run, because I can almost guarantee there's going to be nobody else who will come even close to that. That's what.
The other companies I've talked to, they were 340, 320, stuff like that.
And then, though, just with it, be extremely vigilant, all right? When we're talking extremely vigilant, make sure that for a property worth this much, and if they're willing to offer this much over what the records show, make sure they do at least minimum $5,000 earnest money deposit that is non-refundable, okay? They're doing $11,000 non-refundable earnest money?
Yeah.
And wow, well, you know what? You just may have the best deal of your life right there, because that works very well. And then make sure that they don't try to negotiate after the fact. They're not going to come in the property and start, knocking down price after price after price.
They're not even coming to inspect it.
All right, well.
So that's what I said. I was like, you guys don't want to come see it?
Well, they must just know something we don't. They must have a buyer out there who's ready to buy it for probably a lot more than we are. So, yeah, best of luck to you. And if they try to come off on the price, or if that contract falls through, save my number down, and we'll see if we can make anything work later on.
Okay.
Perfect. But yeah, I think you've got like an incredible deal right there. I mean, an incredible deal.
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you have a really lovely night. Okay, Julie?
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
They got an offer for $390 and they didn't sign on the dotted line immediately with $11,000 non-refundable earnest money deposit. What do those people know?
It probably scared her, and you can have non-refundable earnest money that's still non-refundable after inspections. It really depends on how the contract's written.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm concerned about that. I don't think that's going to go through at $390. There's no way. I mean, how would that? Because I looked that person up, and the owner of the company, Juan Diaz, CEO at Equity Track Inc., real estate investor, mentor, business coach, right? Real estate is Juan's greatest interest, and his primary focus is the high returns on his investments. Juan concentrates on the Great Bay Area in Silicon Valley, where he actually grew up. He did his first small project, a house in Fremont. They made a profit of $100,000, up to dozens of projects a year, including individual projects with millions of dollars at stake. Juan has bought and sold more than 400 properties since he began in 2004. Equity Track has produced revenues of up to $5 to $15 million a year. Juan is definitely an entrepreneur at heart. He always had a good eye for opportunities and has the initiative to discover how to take opportunities at an early age. Juan started helping in the family business of flipping foreclosed homes when he was only 13 years old. He cleaned, took out the garbage, painted, did whatever it took to help his uncle sell a property. Juan started his carpet cleaning business while he was in high school. When he was 20, he ventured on rehabilitating automobiles. He bought old cars and trucks, restored them, and sold them for profit. The automotive business led to another new opportunity in logistics. A customer bought 4 trucks and was curious to know what he was using them for. After a small trip, wanted some contracts to deliver packages, and in a short time, Precise Global Logistics was born. Over the next 12 years, Juan grew the company from a truck to a successful business with 75 employees. The company was successful but realized it wasn't his best interest, so he sold in 2012 to focus on what he loves, which is real estate investments.
Huh?
Well, shit. It sounds like he knows what he's doing. That's all I can say. I mean, there must be something in that area that he knows about that we don't. He probably has some sort of buyer who's looking, but the thing is, it says he's a flipper. So maybe he does think he can sell for 500.
Maybe he's gonna Airbnb it or something. Who knows?
But still, that much in a cash offer, that's huge. That's a huge amount of money to be out. Because, I mean, with the 70s stuff, I mean, he must be doing a real lipstick thing and not putting that much money into it. Because we're talking, a 15-year-old roof, 70s interior, all the stuff that she listed that needed to be replaced. And she's still looking to see if they can get a better offer. Crazy.
Very.
If I were that guy, I'd be pissed. I'm like, are you kidding me? This offer stands for fucking 2 hours. Very interesting. All right, well, on to the next one, I suppose. That one is just burning a hole in my brain. It's really burning a hole in my brain. Next one, Wayne Brindle. Okay, let's see. Wayne's been on this list a couple times. All right, let's call Luis. On to the next one. We've got Luis in Newport, Kentucky. It's 3-bed, 2-bath. It's in fair condition. They need paint and appliances, which means they need more. I know it. There's a death in the family. They want to call in the afternoon, which sucks for them. Cool. They're just cashing out in assets. So it doesn't seem like there's a huge emotional tie. Or maybe there is. We'll find out. Oh, Luis, Luis.
Please leave your message.
I'm going to call you straight back. Hey, Ivan, if you check the Discord, I don't, you don't have to verify. I just gave you the role that you need to start getting started.
Okay.
And Alice, if you click that link too, you can get in it as well.
Sweet.
Please leave your message for 859.
Hey, Luis, this is Liam. You filled out my site. You said you wanted an offer on your home, so I decided to call. I'm going to be offering right around, and I'm going to hang up. Okay, on to the very next lead. No answer. We've got Doug M. in Navarre, Florida. Oh, Mr. Doug in Florida, 5-bed, 3-bath, excellent condition. You want to sell in 2 to 3 months to retire, and they don't want showings. Yes, it's listed. Not calling them. A waste of my time. That is a waste of my talent. Okay. All right, we're going to be calling Jimmy here from Columbia, Mississippi. Okay. 3-bed, 2-bath. It's in fair condition. Roof, AC, appliances, cabinets, flooring. Fair. That's fair condition. Yep. They own the property. Okay. There is a mortgage. They want to upgrade. Got it. Got it. All right, Mr. Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy. Hello? Oh, Jimmy, hey.
Yeah.
Jimmy, this is Liam. You filled out my website. You said that you wanted an offer on your home. Yeah, I just got a note that you filled out my website, said you wanted an offer on your home.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. I got the right number, it seems. So just catch me up to speed about what's going on with the property.
Hang on a minute.
Take your time. Hello? Hello?
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just speaking with whoever answered the phone. You filled out some my website, said you wanted to get an offer on your home.
We changed our mind.
You don't want a cash offer on the property anymore?
No.
What changed?
We decided to stay.
You're gonna stay? Was it just because you couldn't find another place to move to?
We decided to buy another place.
You decided to buy another place, and you're gonna keep this property then, or what is your plan with it then?
Yeah.
Gonna rent it out?
Keep it. Yeah.
I see. How much are you gonna rent it out for?
I don't know yet.
Okay. And you ready to deal with all the tenants, coming and doing all the maintenance, the taxes and stuff? You're still cool with all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, not all of our offers are going to be in cash. If you wanted to still make money every single month on the property, we could buy it that way too and just make payments for it, wherever you think you'd rent it out for. And that way then, you don't have to pay anything towards it. You'd get a check in your pocket every month. And then you don't have to deal with any of the maintenance or tenants either. Yeah. So you're still not interested in an offer, even if we took care of everything and pretty much just gave you a check every month for it?
No.
No. And you don't have any other properties you want to sell, I'm assuming, right?
No.
No. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I hope that you have a very safe evening and you don't know anybody else who might want to get an offer on their home?
Not right off that.
Not right off the bat. All right. All right. Well, I wish you a very safe evening and a really blessed Sunday coming up. If you can save this number, if you know anybody who might want to sell, I probably want to buy it.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. I hope you have a very safe evening. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Weird conversation. Just decided they weren't going to sell. Tried to dig on it. They said they were going to rent it. I don't think that person was very tuned in. They sounded to be about 100 years old. And they filled this thing out recently. Oh, well.
I'm so excited. For real. I'm super excited. That property in Geneva, Ohio that I had done the call on. I have a really good friend that's right next door in Ashtabula. So I messaged him, and he's a realtor there. And I said, I need to know what kind of problems we're going to have because no permits were pulled. And he's messaging me back right now. But that could be super clean for us to just hotel it. You know, we got an agent in the area and someone on the ground. And I'm getting between 150 and 158 ARV without the extra lot, and the extra lot $15K. So at 100, we would be a nice hotel. I just need to make sure that the permits aren't going to
cause too many problems.
But he's an agent, and Ashtabula is right next door to Geneva, so I'll update it. He's messaging me on Facebook now. It must be a book.
Do you want me to call him back right now and try and get it locked up at 95?
I want to see what my friend Sal says about the permit issues. So
sure. Okay.
Maybe one more call, but he's typing me a book right now, whatever it is. So we'll find out.
Ivan, you got to head to bed, man? You muted.
He said no night for me. Ivan, unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
Yeah, guys, I'm a little bit tired because I had a trip from Cherkasy to Kyiv today morning from 6 a.m. I slept only 2 hours or 3 hours more. So yeah.
Dude, you've earned your rest, that's for sure. Because what time is it for you right now?
It's 3 a.m.
My God, dude. Yeah, go get some sleep, dude. We'll hold down the fort for you. No worries. Thank you for tuning in, bro. You did not have to put in the time to be here, but we appreciate that you did.
And you too, guys. I appreciate for everything. So see you tomorrow on this show, on this place, at the same time.
Cool, dude. Yeah. Get some sleep, all right?
Yeah. Hope on
get something signed.
2 more contracts, yeah.
Today. There we go, baby. I like it.
Rush it.
I'll be doing calling for another little while, so we'll figure out what we get to.
See ya.
All right, see ya, Ivan.
Good night.
Don't we just love Ivan? Ivan's the nicest guy. He just sits there and he's just like, yep. Let me get some calls real quick.
Yeah. He just calls the shots when they need to be called. Otherwise, he's quiet. Kind of like a mafia boss. I think he's Ivan.
There we go. Exactly. Oh my gosh, dude. Totally. Yep. Unfortunate though. I wish we'd get, the high energy Gene, but I bet he's asleep today too. Although his sleep schedule is so messed up that he's been waking up really early now because he's just been used to he just crashed early. He's waking up super early. So maybe we will still catch him on his early morning wake up. Although for his sake, I hope that he just is getting a good night rest.
All right. So my friend Sal responded. He said, right now I'm battling COVID. 1 minute I'm better. The next minute I'm sick again. But let me get back with you. He said, pulling permits in Geneva is not a big deal. They are known to be lenient. So that's pretty good. That's good news, right? Don't have to. Permits in California, awful. Arizona can be awful. In Tennessee, it was pretty lenient when I was there, but I know it really depends on the county you're in. So super glad to have somebody on the ground there. Sweet. These are, I'm gonna send you some screenshots. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Thank you. We might get that one today. I didn't hear where Liam said he went. Where'd he go? Just took a break or maybe took a phone call. It's pretty late. Let's see if there's some leads on the West Coast. Better to make more phone calls than no phone calls. So many on the East Coast. Oklahoma, Kentucky. Which one? Let's see. I don't remember if we talked to this one, Maricopa. Let's see what he says. It's got a pretty appropriate name. Let's see. It needs flooring and paint. It's still in 2 to 3 months. Somebody passed away, but I own the property.
I'm back.
You're back.
Here's a question I have. Now that we kind of know some more details about permits, shouldn't be too hard, that they'll be pretty lenient. I mean, even a worst case scenario, we're talking like permits wouldn't be more than like a $5,000 thing.
Unless they don't like the work and it has to be torn out or redone. I hate that he just redid the 100 amp service and didn't put in 200 amp like electrical. That kind of sucks. It's not, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but man, you should have just put in 200 amp service.
You know what? How about this? I'm going to call as the underwriter, saying I'm just a numbers guy, take the pressure off of, sales stuff. Like, hey, I'll talk kind of nerdy. Hey, how are you? Yeah, my name's Liam. I'm the numbers guy.
I love it. If you did that voice the whole phone call, I would be so impressed.
I can try it.
Yeah, see if we can
Hi,
lock
Corey,
it up.
this is Liam. Hi, Corey, this is Liam. Yeah, I'm the numbers guy. I'm Alice's partner. I do all the numbers. I'm her underwriter. I'm gonna call right now. Is that Corey? Corey H?
Corey, and I think that he was expecting to pay commissions at 107. I think he was wanting to net 100. So I know he'll take the 100, maybe a little less, but I feel like almost 100%, about 100. So let's see what he'll do. And we got boots on the ground that can go take a look and all that groovy stuff.
Sweet.
Been forwarded to an automated voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
All right. I think I'll get a text back from him in just a moment here. Hi, Corey. This is Liam. I'm Alice's underwriter. Yeah, I'm just your numbers guy. Yeah. That's so bad, but also like it works, right? Like the nerd voice.
You're my favorite person for that ever.
Yeah, unfortunately, just that 107, it doesn't work for us. We're just coming in a little bit too high with the permits. It's just kind of tough for us to make it up to that number. Really, we're going to be looking closer to 95. He's calling me right back. All right, here you go. Ready?
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, hang on. Hello?
Yeah,
Oh, hey Corey, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good. This is Liam. I'm Alice's numbers guy, as I like to call myself, just her underwriter. Forwarded me all the details about your property, and
Okay.
figured I would just call and finalize some stuff and figure stuff. When are you looking to get moving on it if we figure it out?
Oh, I mean, immediately, but I talked to her on what was going on in my end, where I really can't finalize anything until January 2nd or 3rd.
I mean, are you saying you can't move out until then, or you can't get an agreement done until then?
But I just don't want to sign as the final agreement because I have to do 2 years, and that'll be my 2-year mark, so I don't get capital gain tax.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, save you a bunch of money on taxes.
Right. So I'm so close to that. That's kind of what I was wanting to do from the beginning. If we could work something out where it was kind of finalized but not really, I mean, I can be out of there and next week. But I don't know if that would make a difference.
Yeah, I just have to figure out if your county would be, if you're calculating the tax gains by closing or by purchase agreement date. Because I mean, we could just sign a purchase agreement that says we signed it then, and we just sign it today. We can figure that out in a moment.
Can you say that again, please? I was driving. I had to count.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just talking through things. I'm an out loud thinker. I'm sure there's a creative way we can figure that out. Yeah.
I feel it's a fair price I was telling her as the bottom.
Yeah, and what was it exactly? You were looking for 107, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was actually calling you. I just run all the numbers for this, and really our catch up is just going to be the permits and your county. Well, the fact that just the repairs that you made, and I'm sure you did a great job on them, but we just, the lack of permits, rather, I suppose, is what I should be saying.
Well, I mean, I can get it inspected if that's what you guys are wanting. I just figured I didn't want to do the inspection when normally the buyer does their own inspection anyway. So why would I have to pay when I know? Well, I've been doing this. I've been flipping houses, but I've worked at remodeling houses since I was 7 years old. But
yeah, and like I said, I'm sure that you know exactly what you're doing, and the house is going to be in perfect condition. With all that, let me ask you, for the electrical, you did it, or you just redid it on the 100 amp, right? 120. Okay.
And I've had a new meter something put in by First Energy, I believe. Because they need new sockets for the new meter.
Yeah, okay. So you're looking for the 107. What's got you hung up on that number? Is that just what you're thinking?
I just feel it's fair on coming to an agreement when I was talking with, what was her name, Alice?
Yeah, her name's Alice, yeah.
Alice, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. It depends on where I'm at with, if I went to a 145, but if I went to a realtor, that would drop me down 30,000.
Yep, there's that. And then also when we're looking at their prices, are going to be looking for houses that are perfect, ready for market too, no repairs needed or stuff like that. Is that the condition your house is in? I don't have all the notes.
No, I lived in it for 2 years now almost, and it's ready to go. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you cut out there?
No, I said the kitchen, there was new windows by Fannie Mae. So
I'm gonna call you back really quick. I think our connection's being weird. Hang on. I don't know. I couldn't hear him. Hey, I can hear you just fine now. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so I hear what you say about all that. Really, what we're looking at is we're fine getting the permits pulled and all that stuff on it. We just know that your county is notoriously tough when it comes to that, and they're going to be a pain to work through. And for that, then.
If it gets inspected, it doesn't even have to. I mean, you can do your electric in our county. If you're the homeowner, you can do it yourself and not even have to have inspection or anything for them to turn it back on.
Okay, wow, that's nice. Yeah, this is
I mean, that's fine if you guys don't want. If you think it's super high or something, I think it's pretty fair for cash down. But if I get, if I find a buyer who's up.
I mean, what's your bottom line? I want to try to meet you where you're at, and I don't want to offend you.
I already went through that with Alice.
Yeah.
This is 140 or 145,
Uh-huh.
and I told her that's my bottom line. So, I mean, if you guys are going to be willing to put more cash down on it, I've got all new plumbing in there. Everything's good to go. It's all packed. It won't freeze and burn. And also, you don't get anybody.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we like the property. It's just what my numbers come out to an offer of $98,764.12. And then for that, I mean, it's so specific. I know I work down to the penny. We can round up to 100 on it. And that's where we're at right now.
You guys can easily make 30,000 off of this. Really, I know it's all wrong. I just don't want to. I mean, I've actually had another offer that was a little bit better than that one, but I don't.
A little bit better. How much better?
Well, I mean, I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just saying, I feel like I think 107 is a fair price for how the market. There's two houses on my street that went up for sale within a week. They were sold, and they got more than they were asking. I mean, it's a nice area. Geneva, for Asheville County, Geneva is probably the best county or best city.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of driving right now. I'd love to talk a little bit more once I get home or tomorrow. But if you guys can think about it, I just can't see going on. I was going to say 110, but I went down to 107.
No, and I thank you for that. Yeah, it's really fair.
I work with you guys.
Sure.
I don't understand putting it on like. See, I saw something on Facebook, and you got to put it for like a quarter more of the price. That way, if you come down, people feel better about that. Already put the price that you want on there. What's going on? Y'all tell me this is the higher so you can come down. I'm not trying to play games. So I just want to get. I want to get
what's fair
gone so I can get the cash for it and I can get a different location. I'm ready to. It's not that it's a bad location. I lived there my whole life. It's great for raising kids, but I want to get to.
He's trying to justify it. We're gonna get him.
If you know what I mean. It's cool. It's snowing right now. I'm driving, so I gotta get off the phone. But
yeah, I hear you. Well, Corey, let me ask you this: how much do you expect closing costs to come out to? Because I think at 100 we can cover closing costs.
No, she already said that she was going to cover closing costs. That was all included. Yeah, take care of the tax for the year, which I agree. I lived there the whole year, and then however long it took after. Like, I want to get to January 3rd, and then I'll have my 2 years living there. It's not good road conditions right now.
I hear you. Okay. I mean, you think we're just too far off to make it work if we're not your buyer, or what does it sound like to you?
I'm not gonna make a decision right now unless you guys say 107 is cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I already got 100 below 107 because I have other routes to go, and I just don't want to screw myself over. I feel conservative.
Yeah, I hear exactly where you're coming from. Okay. Well, listen, I'll hop off the horn. I'll let you get home. You were sending Alice some photos, right, when you got home?
Yeah. Yep. I'll send the photos. I gotta go.
Okie dokie. See ya. I don't think that voice works very well because I sound really unlikable. I think if I would just come in with my normal voice, maybe it'll work a little bit better. Built a little bit of
I
rapport.
think this is a deal. I think it's a deal, assuming that it's as nice as he says it is, which you could still burr this out at 75%. If it's 150, and I really think it's closer to 158 ARV, but if we say, okay, he might not have rehabbed it exactly right, it's 150, 75% is 112.5, which means you could burr it out. If somebody paid 112.5, that's still, 5, and then there's still 15 on the lot, so that's a 20,000 deal. I'll never complain about 5, but especially not about 20. So maybe I think it's going to work. And and somebody did buy a similar lot a couple miles down the street for 16,000, very similar lot. So I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I think the 107 is probably fair, and I think we should take it. I think we should just take it. But I don't think, now we know
Like
I'm not. Yeah, nerd voice. I don't know. It was funny. It was a good attempt, but it was really dislikable. And that guy was getting kind of short with me towards the end there. I think if I had just been regular old me, it maybe would have worked a little bit nicer. But what can you do?
Fine.
All right, let's call Brenda B in Shreveport. I feel like we've talked to this person. Let's see.
We did call Shreveport because I had a friend that lives there, and we talked a lot about it. I don't remember what the situation was.
I don't know. I looked it up, and it's earlier up in the. It's earlier up, and it just is gray and says Liam on it.
Oh, let me see. We talked to her. We definitely talked to her. Or maybe she didn't answer.
I remember looking it up. Yeah. Well, we got one from Maricopa, Arizona. Oh, but this guy too.
That's the one you should call. He didn't answer when we called him before, I don't think.
Gotcha.
Shreveport, I think she was unreasonable. I feel like she wanted a lot for some reason.
Well, let's just call Mr. David.
All right, Mr. David.
David.
Maricopa is right up the road from me, so it's a good one.
Because
we haven't had any of you guys.
Thank you for taking our survey. You're just one step closer to getting your reward.
Yep.
What?
If you did not receive a link back,
I remember now. I marked that as an invalid number. I did.
All right. Yeah, it just got re-rolled back into the spreadsheet in a different spot.
Sure.
That's what's going on. All right, we'll do Adam C. from Las Vegas.
Oh, we have one in Las Vegas that didn't sell. I can't believe that.
Oh, my light died. I'm in dark now.
What is this?
I've got Mr. Adam.
voice message.
Oh man, this thing is gorgeous. I think they must have tried to list it recently.
Hello?
Hey, Adam. Adam, this is Liam. You filled out my website. You wanted an offer on your property, right?
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
Doing good.
That's good. I'm just here working late on a weekend, but what can you do, right? Sometimes you got to do it.
I understand.
Yeah, just catching up from all the stuff that you guys put in over the holidays. So, really, I just wanted to get started off. Just catch me up to catch me up to speed with what's going on with the property.
Well, I actually accepted an offer.
No.
From Open Door. They actually came in, what I asked for. So.
Ooh, okay.
I talked
So
to like 6 or 7 websites, and nobody was able to even get close to that.
I see. Okay, but have they done their inspection yet?
No, they never went through inspection because the house is so new.
Oh, they didn't even go through with the inspection?
No.
Wow. So just contract signed, you guys are going to closing, they're not going to come in and do any sort of look around. I mean, did they ask for photos of the house and stuff?
Yeah, we did a virtual one after.
And they didn't try and nickel and dime you down?
They offered me more than what I originally asked for, so.
Wow, dude, that is.
I know.
Listen.
Obviously, a little bit of equity because, they're in this to flip it and make money. But, no, it was a fair offer. They came in around $490. I was looking at $485. And so, it's just, I had to jump on it. I did talk to a bunch of other websites, though, and everybody else is coming around $430. So, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, of course, 60 grand is 60 grand. I don't think there's anything anybody could have done to come close to that. And yeah, dude, Open Door is one of our biggest competitions, right? I mean, those are who we, everybody's talked to Open Door pretty much by the time we get to them. And what we generally see is they come in at a ridiculously high price, and then they come in, they do their inspection, which is really, the inspection, it's a joke. They don't actually inspect anything. They just come through and they find a little crack in the paint, and they're like, yeah, it's like a $3 grand thing there. And then they'll send you this ridiculously itemized bill, and their original offer of, like $490 comes down to like $382, and you're like, how the hell did it get that different? And then you've already signed a contract with them and stuff. But it sounds like if they're waiving the inspection and all that stuff, take that and run.
There's $3,000 maintenance fee that, in lieu of that, it's just a flat rate of $3 grand is what they do. Or what they did for me anyways. And so, that was it.
Man, well, it sounds like you got probably the best deal you ever could. And you know what? I hope Open Door makes money on it. I don't think they will at that price, but you know what? That doesn't matter for you because you already made yours.
Exactly.
Well, listen, I don't think there's much I can do. I can save my money or save my number down, and if their offer ends up not going through, but if anything, they're reliable, so I assume it will. But dude, good job. Good luck. I don't even know what to say. That's great. That's great for you.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate you following up and calling back.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, you have a really safe evening, okay?
You too.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nothing we can do about that. $390 and they waive the inspection, $490 and they waive the inspection.
Well, it happens sometimes.
I guess in this hot of an area in Vegas, they're just looking to buy. They don't even care about anything else.
Yeah. I found a good lead for you, though.
You found a good lead for me? This is like one of the last houses in the suburban area before you're just in desert land. Yeah, Vegas seems to be a pretty big city. I bet they have a good market there.
They do. But I have a friend that just flipped one there. His brother lives there, and so sometimes they flip instead of Phoenix and Vegas or both, and it is a really good market.
Why is everybody moving to Arizona? They got better taxes there or something?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, everyone from California is coming to Arizona and to Washington, from what I hear. I got friends in Spokane and just leaving California.
Man, the thing is, in my opinion, Washington is a much more beautiful state. You get all that
I haven't been.
luscious,
I would like to.
forest.
I want to go see it. Gig Harbor and all that. I do. I haven't been.
All of NorCal up there and stuff is just like gorgeous. You got all the redwood forests, really lush greens, and yeah, it gets cold and stuff. But Nevada, I mean, like, or Arizona.
I like it here. Flagstaff, northern Arizona is a little. You get all the seasons, and there's more trees and greenery. But the first day I met you,
manufactured?
no, the first day I met
But,
you, you mentioned Poland, and that's all I can think about is going to see Poland because you talked so highly.
Poland was great. Everything was so cheap. We went to Krakow. We stayed in Oldstown, Krakow, and so our large hotel room, $50 a night, and that came with an included breakfast. And that wasn't like a continental or like Motel 6 type of breakfast where you go in and you got to hand make your waffles. You get like cereal, bananas, whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a platter. I mean, not even a platter. They had tables and tables and tables of just different food that is like Polish cuisine. You can go in and get like as many Polish sausages as you want. And then the thing is that if none of the food on the tables is to your liking, and the thing is like this look like the food on the tables, it's like gourmet, like they got really nice platters and it's all laid out really delicately. Like they've got this whole like it's like 1,000 tiny thin slices of tomatoes laid out in this artistic manner, and they do it every single morning.
Why did you go to Poland though? Were you just like, I think I want to go to Poland, or was there a friend or family there?
I went with my girlfriend, and she's been to a lot of cities or a lot of countries in Europe, but never to Poland. So that was the next one on our bucket list. And everything there was super cheap. The night that we landed, I wasn't 21 yet, and so I'm still not 21. So I can't buy alcohol here. We went to a spot that was called an alcohol, and that's an alcohol store there. And we got this gigantic bottle of Chardonnay for $3. Like a huge bottle, and we just got trashed walking around town, and it was a great time. And the Oldstown, that's where we stayed. I can't speak to any of the more, I guess, urbanized areas, but the Oldstown is gorgeous. I mean, it's like, it's gorgeous. It's literally like what used to be the first like castle in Krakow. And then it's like just the city built out, and you can still see like they've still got the original walls around it and stuff. And it's fairly modernized in the center, but not 100%. It's like the older architecture with modernized interiors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they have this castle called Wawel Castle, and that place is freaking cool. I mean, it's a castle, right? And it's a big castle. It's like, what? Dude, humans built that? Yeah, the place is just gorgeous. I would 100% recommend it. Everything's cheap. People there are super kind. Food was great. Great time overall. Yeah.
I love it.
Can meet Ivan. I don't know how far away he lives from there, but like everything in Europe, driving across Europe is like you driving to like Las Vegas.
Got you.
Yeah.
See, I heard you can fly cheap once you get in Europe. The cost to go different places is significantly cheaper.
The planes there are like an Uber ticket, like $60 for a plane ride.
Yep, that's what I hear. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna be calling line 318, Michael, and he lives in California. And I'm not even gonna list it. We got 2-bed, 2-bath, fair condition. He's got a bunch of repairs, paint, flooring, cabinets, bathrooms. They want to sell ASAP. They can call anytime. They own it. They're behind on the mortgage.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. That's why I found it. Let's get it. Let's hope he hadn't sold yet.
Okay.
I think we got about 300 ARV on it. It's one of the larger ones, but 300 is still 280 is better, but it's one of the larger ones.
And it's only 5 o'clock there too.
Yep.
Man, we've already been live for 3 hours. This show just goes fast. Still got 4 people trooping in here on what?
Please leave
Friday
your
night?
message for
Saturday. Oh man, that's why there's nobody watching. It's Saturday on Thanksgiving weekend. They got better things to be doing. But we're here live streaming. We're here making dials, closing deals. We are the real deal. Uh-oh, we went down to 3 people watching, and one of them is me.
Hey, we got a couple probably so deals. I'm pretty happy with that.
This lighting looks weird.
please leave your message for
My key light, the light that lights my face up, just died. I have to get the battery replaced. Oh no. Did I not plug in the other battery?
Oh, no.
I did. Well, if Michael doesn't pick up here, we're approaching 7:13 here for me.
please leave your message
All
for
right, I'll just send Mr. Michael a text.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're, nobody else is watching, and it's Saturday. I think we're going to get tougher and tougher to close a deal here. Let's just call it an evening. We got over 3 hours. That's the time frame we're looking to hit. And yeah, things are looking up. So everybody who tuned in, to all you guys who
Thank you.
thank you so much. Those of you guys who are, I don't know, anybody who'd be listening to the podcast or the VOD, whatever, y'all are cool. I don't know how many of you guys do that, but send me a DM on Instagram if you do, because I genuinely want to know if you guys do that. But otherwise, thank you so much. I hope you have a really cool evening, really cool day tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. Got 2 of you guys here, but have a good night, you guys. We're gonna end it. See ya.